I fucking hate liars. Yes, that's why I sing this song. And if you hate people that manipulate, then you should sing along. If you're gonna waste my time with all the bullshit and the lies, then do not fucking even try to get to know me. You can tell me what I want to hear, but really I don't fucking care, because words are fucking worthless till you show me. So do all the fucking liars fucking listen well to my words and get off your fucking high horse and be honest. Because when you stop manipulating, cheating, lying to, and playing people, life will be so great for you, I promise.
That was awesome.
Good morning, everyone. So me and Cindy are having a tiny bit of audio issues. It's that sucky thing where unless she's muted, I can hear an echo. So we're going to try to work it out.
Yeah, so I'm going to stay muted all the time unless I speak, which I'm not going to speak too much.
Hold on, I don't think it just did it though.
Maybe it's when you're presenting a screen.
Maybe. No, I can hear it a little bit.
Oh shit. All right. Mute time.
I don't care if I can hear it, but I just don't want everyone else to be able to hear it. Did you guys just hear a little bit of an echo there? And yes, I am streaming from, you don't hear any? Okay. Well, if it's just me that hears it, I don't care. I just didn't want anyone else to hear it. So Cindy, I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah, but I don't want it to drive you crazy either.
No, it's fine. I can ignore it. ADHD girl, I can just put it to the side and it's gone.
Okay. And if you guys do hear an echo, just please let her know, and then I'll shut my pie hole. Sorry.
Okay. You know what I just realized? I don't know how to scroll up to see the chat. I have to click it and then press the up button. You guys, I'm gonna suck at this today. I'm really sorry.
It's one of them days.
It's been one of them weeks.
Yeah, I know.
We've just all had shitty luck.
Yes, man. Jesus.
So I want to share one more thing. So today, well, let's just start. Yesterday, I had kind of a lazy day. I didn't want to watch anything election related. So the whole day I just went down like different like little rabbit holes.
Yep, ditto.
You as well?
Yes, ma'am.
It's just one of them days.
I was electioned out. I was like, I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. I don't, nothing.
Yep, that was me until this morning. Until I woke up this morning, I had no idea what was going on.
Me either. Well, my son came home and he was like, yeah, it's in the bag. And I was like, shut your ass up. I went to bed. I woke up. I was like, oh, shit, he's right.
Well, that's funny. That's exactly what my husband said to me on the deck last night. He was like, it looks like Trump's taking all the swing states. And I'm like, nope, don't want to hear it. Nope.
Yep.
But we're not here. So, yeah, let's just, sorry to those who are upset. Congrats to those that are happy. I'm not getting in that. So I was staying away from it yesterday. So I actually found the video that I think Koli is speaking on when she talks about the three of us being on panel and Bobby Cat coming in.
Yep. And like you said, that's the only one she could be speaking about. So let me tell you guys, Bliss is a monster. Like when she goes, she will locate the content, locate the comments. She found a treasure trove of shit and she just put it right there here for future use. Boop, boop, boop. So I have multiple things that I'll be posting. Bliss, I don't know how you do it. So Bliss went through all my members only lives, all my lives, and found the live where we were all three on panel and when Bobby came in. That's the only live she could be talking about because otherwise it doesn't exist at all, even that scenario. So I wanted to say that.
I don't even think there's another live anywhere near that one. Well, one where three of us are on panel because I didn't go on panel like that back then.
No, you didn't.
And two, where Bobby comes into your live chat. That is like the only time Bobby has done that. I don't know if he did it like in the past when y'all were cool, but that's the only time I've ever seen.
Yeah, he used to come in a long time ago, but what's also important is that, remember, her DV situation was outed in May of 2023. And so she said it happened right around that time. And remember, that's the like timeline I gave you, and that's what you found in that timeline. So
Yep.
it nothing else makes sense. Well, it doesn't make sense anyway because it never happened, but that's the only thing that could be even close to that.
Well,
So
and that's what made the search so difficult and laborious because it never happened. So I'm
right,
looking for something that doesn't exist. So
right.
I'm looking for anything that like I can be like, okay, is this what she's talking about? And I'm telling y'all, this is the only thing.
Yep.
So before we share that, because we are going to watch that, I want to share someone's spitting facts. Someone I love dearly.
Also think that Roddy, I hope genuinely, and I'm not trying to persuade you, but I hope you realize that you don't deserve to be treated like this. Friends don't treat friends this way, and you don't have to allow yourself to be treated this way for your business to be broadcast on a live because you didn't get back to her when she felt you you needed to, especially when she's done the same to you. When she says how much she's done for you, but we also know how much you've done for her. We've seen it. We've seen how you had to play the middleman and basically be her assistant, her secretary, all of these things, answer for things that Koli has done and said or hasn't done or said. How you sent her all this merch. Okay, she showed it on her channel, but she acts like she's this big YouTuber that, got you all this money. Actually got you a lot of backlash, Roddy. That's what happened. And so that's not what a friend does, and you deserve better. And we're not saying it because we dislike Koli. I would say that no matter what, you deserve better. Everyone deserves better than a friend, in quotation marks, that treats you this way. And with Koli, almost nearly everyone is expendable. She says that she's been expendable to people, and she doesn't realize, again, because she lacks self awareness, she is the one that discards of people on a constant basis and gets a new group of people and recycles. It's a revolving door with her.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Hi, everyone in the chat. I just wanted to say hi. I see you guys.
Was that not spitting facts or what?
I didn't know it was going to be
And
me, but
I didn't tell you. But yeah, you're going to see how much that what you just said relates to stuff that we see today.
I'm
So,
ready.
I have a video. So you guys, what threw me when I went down like the rabbit hole searching for something that doesn't exist was Koli said it was members only. So I started off with members only. No, that what I think she's referring to was not a members only.
My conspiracy theory is I think that the reason she said it was a members only is because it would be harder for the average Joe to go and look for it. She was hoping and anticipating that people would just believe, oh yeah, the members only people are cowards and do their dirt there, when that's not true. I know members only aren't private. There's people that are members to my channel to keep tabs on me, which is fine. I appreciate the support. So I think that's why she said it, that it was in the members only, so that she has this little added layer of people not knowing and maybe possibly believing, yeah, it could have happened in members only. So in my opinion, I think that's why she said it, which is grimy in itself.
Yeah, no, definitely not a members only. It was public. I just realized that I meant to upload a video and I forgot. Will a video upload while you're live?
I'm not sure. How long is the video?
It does, but it takes forever.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Well, I might. Oh, maybe it did upload. Hold on.
Okay.
It's just the clip from the live that we're talking about.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just give me a second, Cindy. Say
Okay.
hello to everyone for me a second.
I will. Hey, Mikey. Yes, Consuela is in the house. Shay, JJ Jugs, allegedly. Popcorn, Stanley Cup, my Stanley Cup. Muggsy. I saw George, Kimba, Teresa, Cassie. Oh my goodness. Patty Brunner. I can't go any further up. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Michelle. Yeah, so I'm off camera because I hurt my back. JJ has a broken rib. I have a hurt back. So I'm going to a doctor tomorrow. So I was gonna go live on my channel, but I can't sit. I have to, like, right now I'm leaning in a comfortable position. Well, as comfortable as it gets, because it's terrible. But when my bliss said, "You want to come up?" I said, "Sure, sure, sure." Yeah, man, getting old sucks. Sophie was like, "Yeah, getting old, bitches." No joke. No joke, man. Yes, I'm telling you. We all got in the same fight. Broken rib, hurt back. That's what I get. Told you I can't be fighting in these streets. I'll fucking dislocate a hip. Can't do it. Did I say hi to my Shay? I hope it says so. Y'all can't see me in my camera. What the hell? Oh, don't make me laugh. My back hurts. Oh, I can't even laugh. Yes, man. Yes, she has a broken rib. That's terrible. Yeah, Kimba, I don't even know how. I think it's my sciatica. My mom had very bad sciatica, extremely bad. Like, she was on pain medication for it. And I woke up last week, well, yeah, last week, Thursday or something, and I have this lump on my back, on my left side, on my lower back, and it's not on the other side. And I was like, where the hell did this lump come from? And then I just started getting a bunch of pain shooting down my back, and then it's gone all the way down to my knee. The pain. I can't even move. I can't bend certain ways. I have to walk like a viejita. Oh my God, I look like I'm 90 walking on the street. You should see me. So I thought maybe walking would help it. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Oh God, I can't even laugh. It made it worse. So I'm going to see a doctor tomorrow, a specialist, to check my spine and my back, because I do have chronic back pain. I used to be on medication and all of that. I stopped taking it, because I'm in recovery and didn't want to become dependent on a medication. So
Yeah, that's not a route anyone wants to go down.
Yeah, no, ma'am.
All right. It said 12 minutes, but it uploaded in like 12 seconds.
Oh, God, that's what's up.
Yeah. All right, so I slowed it down. I think I may have recorded it in like 1.5 speed.
I'm gonna mute while you play it.
Okay, you guys, this is the only video that I think Koli can be referring to about Bobby coming in. This is according to Koli, and us three being one panel. She even referred to the three of us as something specific. Like, one of them doesn't go into Roadhog's chat anymore. One of them's still in Roadhog's chat, and one of them is an ex-mod. Like, she made it a point to say something specific about the three of us.
She said two of them are creators. Mm-hmm. One of them still goes into Roadhogs. One of them doesn't, and the other one's a subscriber. That's what she said. Mm-hmm. Yep. And this is the only time where we was talking to Bobby and laughing. So.
But according to her, we were laughing about her DV.
And you can see Bobby's comments and what we're talking to him about had nothing to do with Koli. He didn't mention Koli. None of us were mentioning Koli. It was just general comments. So.
Yep. All right. So here's the infamous video.
I mean, I definitely
Bobby.
Bobby's here. Hi, Bobby. Sydney and I were Bobby's first mods. And it's amazing to be a mod for Bobby. And I could care less who Bobby is. I don't even want to know.
Same.
I think it's amazing that they're able to stay anonymous. Stay anonymous, bro.
I think so too.
Have a good time.
And I'm happy you're back. I'm happy you're back, Bobby. I don't care if you're he, she, your cat, and that has nothing. That means nothing to me. And I'm sorry for ever even entertaining it way back in the day. I apologize to you. I apologize to you back then. I'm glad you're back. Honestly, I've been watching.
Y'all know I am because I messaged both of you right away.
Yes,
she did. She's like, you gotta see this. And Cindy thought it was like a re-upload or something.
Yeah, I
but
did.
Bliss was
I
like,
did.
no, it's a new one.
It's Bobby. It's really Bobby.
Yeah, and I was excited, and I'm excited, Bobby, and I hope that everything is good with you. You know, I hope that your cat litter's clean and you got your catnip and everything, and your life is good. Yes, so I hope everything's good, and honestly, I'm glad you're back, and I understand nobody told Bobby what to do, what to cover. The kitty covers what they want to cover, and I respect that. Even if one day I'm the topic, I respect that.
Right.
It's what it is, you know?
Exactly. As long as it's just criticism and not downright hate. And I don't see Bobby ever do I consider him to be somebody who downright hate. It's like he does it with humor. And listen, when there's humor about me, something I do, like Cindy did that short, I was dying. I was laughing so hard at her short, you know, pretending to be me or whatever. And it's, you know, people need to have a sense of humor. God dang, man, like have some fun on this platform already.
I mean, Bobby's the perfect example of funny, healthy criticism, because there's been quite a few times where I have not agreed with Bobby's opinion. Still leave a comment, still laugh. Like, you got to be able to laugh at, you have to be able to laugh at yourself. People, like, lighten up. Come on.
You have to.
I know.
And
if a mod could please drop Bobby's link, you guys will love it. Because he has actually ventured into the 90-day community with Britters and
Deadly. I think that's an important video for anybody who's not familiar with it, because the things said now are horrendous. And I said, again, when Mims is recovered, I am going to address it. But I'm not going to, out of respect for Mims, we love Mims, that is our friend. I'm not going to address it now because I'm keeping the energy positive, anything that has to do with her. But I'm going to address it when she wakes up and she's recovered. But I think that he's always had a great channel. The kitty, has always had a great channel, and that one hit it right on the head. Back in history, and just listen, thank you guys for dropping the link.
His last two videos William back hit the nail on the head. He's nothing wrong on any of it. And I'm like, somebody's showing the actual hypocrisy. Like, we could do that too all day long, but are people going to listen to us? No, because you know, people will otherwise claim victimhood again. You know, I'm a victim. Oh, everybody hates me.
Well, you guys could be like 100% valid, but your face is on it, so people are still going to disagree. Bobby doesn't have to be
true.
So,
correct. That's so true.
She is disturbed, Bobby. She's disturbed, and it's wicked. It's just gotten way past trolling and even shock content, because I was thinking a lot of it was shock content. The more I shock people, and I just think that there's something deep internally wrong there, because I couldn't. There's no way even shock. Like, there's no way. I just couldn't. But then again, that is just me. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys. So I don't know. I just really enjoyed that video, and it was true what Bobby said. Why more people aren't covering it, and I think, excuse me, it's because there are no boundaries there with her. But we did talk about it. I made a video when I talked about what happened to Angela Jade. I actually did speak about what Britter said about Angela Jade and the disgusting things about her husband, and I was quite heated about it. And I'm not afraid to dox me. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What is her thing is gonna be to call me a drug addict? Those things, she can't hurt me. She can't hurt me because I'm not a drug addict anymore. I'm not any of these things, and it's not what you call me that's important. It's what I answer to. And I used to answer to a lot more, and now I'm not gonna answer to people like that. You know? Hi, Meg.
Right.
I love you. Hi, York. So good to see you. And of course, my Williamsburg. I always say Williamsburg because it's William, Brooklyn. Hi, William. Salute. You know, so.
Hey, William.
All right, so before we went off on a tangent, we were actually leading into something really good.
Okay.
It's group level victimhood. Okay, when I got to this, I was like, wow.
So where there did we mention Koli? Did Bobby's comments that I put on the screen mention Koli even indirectly? Did we laugh at anyone's DV? I actually spoke up and mentioned Angela Jade and the disgusting things that were said about her husband. So there's no way we would ever laugh at anyone's DV, even someone we dislike. And that was the only instance where all three of us were on there, and Bobby came in and we had a discourse, a conversation with Bobby back and forth in comments, you know, not negative, but this is the thing. And the reason we keep on persisting is because it's serious what Koli has accused us of. Like I said before, it's not little tonterias. It's not little silly, stupid things. She said we mocked and laughed at her DV, and we will never let that go until she acknowledges that she lied. So now she keeps saying feelings aren't fact. Bliss uploaded Koli versus Koli shorts, and I think they're so important for you guys to see. She says what she says, and then what she also says. You know, where she showed where she openly accused us and then backpedaled and said those are her feelings. You can't have feelings about an event that never took place, though.
Exactly. I'm just showing her words. She can cry, play victim. I'm doing nothing but showing her words and exposing her for her lies. You can't keep lying like this and think that someone's not. I mean, I'm just showing it. I ain't making any wild stories up or like sometimes she
No, you're
makes it
not.
way too easy. Like
Yes, she
it's
does.
blows my mind. But so this video that we just watched got me thinking about Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about Bobby. Bobby pissed me off a few times too, y'all, okay? But
Yeah.
you cannot take away from like just his presentation, his editing, just his funniness, like it's
His
still
research.
there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like old school Bobby. So we're going back like a year and a half, 2 years. When was this? The video
And
I'm looking at was April 2023.
yeah, and Bobby has said themselves, you know, I'm not saying anything they haven't said. Recaps with Bobby was started by a woman. That channel was started by a woman and who unfortunately passed away. And then her husband took over the page. That is what Bobby has said themselves. So I just wanted to say that that's what Bobby has said. The page was started by his wife. And I remember, like I said, when Bobby first started, we were in DMs on Twitter a lot. I was his first mod. Bobby would share what community they had first come from. I will never say any of that because that was shared in confidence between us. But then the vibe, Bobby's style, even though the style was the same, it changed a little bit. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that's just what Bobby has said themselves on YouTube. I'm not saying anything Bobby said privately. That's what Bobby has said on YouTube. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah. So I just hope everyone watching, whether you love Bobby or hate him, you can put that to the side because I'm only really showing this because he actually did a really good job of documenting Koli.
Yes, and
I
you know what's
never
sad?
watched these.
That's what I was going to say, Bliss. Back then,
Mm-hmm.
you were so loyal to Koli, and I didn't like to watch them either. I didn't watch any of the videos on Koli either. Um, so it's crazy the way you were treated, and then as a personal friend to her, and how we were treated, and the lies that were said about us when we didn't watch any of those videos out of respect for Koli back then when they were uploaded. But again, she doesn't see any of that. She doesn't, take any of that into account. It's all about her, and again, how she sees things is skewed because the way she says she sees things isn't how they happen. And I don't know if she does that purposefully, or I don't know. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm being straight up. Like, I don't understand how she sees things in a way that they never occurred. And it's not okay to lie on people.
And hold on, sorry, this might play when I open it. And the whole point of that is like it's patterns. Like she's still you guys, you won't believe the rabbit hole I went down with Bobby. Like she is still doing the same shit. You're going to see over and over and over how she just repeats the same shit. It's wild.
All you have to do is change the names, change the players,
Mhm.
but the game is still the same. And that's what we say when we say patterns. She gets so offended by that, but it's the truth. It's patterns. Her friendships or her way of doing YouTube is a revolving door. The names of the people just change, but she has clusters of new mods. She'll mod a cluster of people, fall out with the entire cluster of people, dog the shit out of them, accuse them of stuff, like dangerous stuff, CPS, all kinds of shit. And then move on to the next cluster of people and repeat the cycle.
You know what's funny too? I heard her the other day giving advice to her chaos crew about how you shouldn't come on YouTube and stand for a creator. You
No
guys
way.
who
No way.
yes, yes, you guys who don't know Koli from the beginning like we do, that's how she became a creator. She came
Yes.
on as a radiant Brit stan and just went
Yep.
hardcore at anyone that had any criticism for Brit. It was wild. And then
And then a
Radiant
hardcore
Brit,
Tira,
yep,
right? Stan too, and LB, all of them. Yeah.
yep, Radiant
And then
Brit
Radiant Brit.
threw her away like yesterday's garbage because Koli makes these videos like just going way over the top. I think you'll probably see a little bit of it if we get to it today in Bobby's videos. Like, and Radiant Brit didn't want anything to do with any of that. Like Koli would
Yep.
just get vile.
Where she would go low on people, and people were going into Brit's like comment section like, hey, your friend, she's saying that you're close friends, best friends, she's attacking me, and da-da-da-da. And Brit was like, oh, she had to denounce it after a while. She ignored it. Then she had to be like, hey, this isn't what I want. I don't support this. And that's what happens. That's standing is not healthy.
Exactly. So shout out to Bobby wherever he may be. I figured out how to link channels in the description. So I did link
Awesome.
his channel. You guys, if you've never been down, because, a lot of people are saying, well, I don't really know anything about, the people Bliss talking about, blah, blah, blah. This is where you're going to get it right here. I hope you're watching because here we go. So please, I may fast forward a little bit here and there. There's a couple videos, so I don't really remember which is which.
Right.
But please go to Bobby's channel. And, he's not around anymore. Maybe one day. Maybe one day he'll be back. And Muggsy, thank you. Thank you for the Cash App. I just saw that.
Thank
I
you,
looked down at
Muggsy.
my phone and saw that. Thank you. All right, here we go.
Bobby, we have a stage fire cleaner outside a battleship.
Missing person, and you lied to her and gassed her up about me. And not only did you do that, you were supposed to have a podcast with her, and you ditched her for somebody like fucking Tira.
All right, I am cheesing way too hard right now. Like that intro is like nostalgic to me.
It really is. It really is. I was doing this. I was
love
bopping
it.
my head because that's all I could bop.
love it. That's Bob. I don't know. He was just funny. The edit, everything. He was just funny.
Hi. I'm Bobby. I am a robot cat. A wise human once said an angry woman is vindictive beyond measure, and hesitates at nothing in her bitterness. I should like to tell you a cautionary tale of loneliness, bitterness, and creepiness. Or perhaps obsessiveness. Or, never mind. As seen by a subscriber, also known as Koli, arrived on YouTube in early to mid-2021. She admittedly created her channel in support of Radiant Brit. When our channel began, she rapidly defended Pumpkin Spice Patty, having a go at creators such as Dear Nicole,
Yo.
Bambi's Rambles, and Not Another Housewife.
Okay, I started YouTube, this channel.
Everyone needs to be made aware too. I am not a Radiant Brit fan at all.
Me either. But
So
Pumpkin Spice Patty, I forgot he used to
Patty.
call her that because of her
I
tan.
remember-
Because of her tan.
Shout out to BX. Back in the day, he used to just, roast her. And every time he talked about her, he would just put a giant orange on the screen.
Listen, I heard, she has a tan year round, And so that's what Bobby was talking about, and that's what BX was talking about. So when he is referencing pumpkin spice patty, because
is
pumpkin
Radiant Brit.
spice is like the most basic. I'm sorry, because I'm a pumpkin spice girl, but that's the most basic thing. So Bobby is hilarious, man.
It's so funny.
Because of a girl named Radiant Brit. Okay, we all know that. Okay, and then in Josh's video last night, he was saying that I have a pattern, kind of, and this is me paraphrasing. This is not word for word. This is me paraphrasing of what I gather of him saying, that I get upset when I go hard for someone and then I don't get those same feelings in return, right? Or I don't get that same sentiment back.
Shout out to
And
Josh.
he would be right. It goes far beyond reciprocated friendship. You, madam, become codependent and obsessed. So give you all examples of the pattern she speaks of. Historically, she attaches herself to someone, usually another YouTube creator. She obsessively defends them until they have a falling out, and then she always effectively turns on them, attempts to befriend their enemies, and emotionally rages until she moves on to her next bestie. We will begin with Radiant Brit, as that is where it all started. But the only way to take you with me through the ups and downs of emotional Koli is to show you a video I did back when she was a huge supporter of radioactive Karen. This is a video from 2021.
And you are not delivering a video that is meant for anyone with, logical thinking skills to consume. If that video is filled with personal insults and attacks, that's not commentary to me. That's bullying, and it's vile, and it's hateful, and that is something that I would never do.
I go hard for Brit. Know her. Hello. Anyway.
Radiant Brit, do you not lecture the masses about properly containing your pets? Well, let us put a muzzle on this bulldog of yours, shall we? I do not typically mute curse words. However, this urchin is simply that terrible. Let us have a look.
All of you fucking people who fucking come for Brit all the time, you're pathetic. You are literally the scum of the earth. You people are so, oh my God, desperate, pathetic, despicable liars. I cannot even wrap my mind around y'all's bullshit. I really cannot, okay?
If that video is filled with personal insults and attacks, that's not commentary to me. That's bullying, and it's vile, and it's hateful, and that is something that I would never do.
Hey, T-Spiracy, Party City called, and they said that you're way past due for payment from your knockoff Marilyn Monroe costume. I should probably put that out. Maybe, I don't know. Next.
Nicole, is this you?
Woo! I didn't mean to pause on that either, but listen, I'm no huge fan of T-Spiracy, but I wouldn't want to be on the opposite side. Yeah, Koli. But that's how Koli was, and she would just come at you for no reason. Just no reason at all. Bobby with this picture. Oh, man. Yeah, AZ is gorgeous. And then Bobby puts this one up.
I may not be the smartest cat in this alley, but perhaps not have a go at anyone's appearance.
Some days YouTube just isn't an enjoyable place to spend a chunk of your day, and I know that a lot of you guys feel the same way about that. And it kind of makes me sad. I always do my best to, even if I'm sharing opinions that are a little bit more serious in nature, I never try to create a whole lot of negativity by encouraging, you guys to attack anyone.
Whatever you call it. I call it realistic mentality.
This smashing example of grace and maturity is Radiant Brit's flying monkey. She created videos on anyone who dare question pumpkin spice patty, all while proclaiming to be one of her very best friends. 'Tis no secret that Brit uses others to do her dirty work.
You participate in fuckery? I told you, I'd come for you.
She is at least honest. In fact, some time ago she threatened to pay money to dox myself. Laughable, but could be a worrisome behavior for many creators on the platform. And, not only did she make this statement, she later returned to my channel in an attempt to be welcome here, all while attempting to inform me her rules for my own channel. Again, laughable. Her delusion of grandeur is a barrel of laughs.
This little running around the internet
what is its name? Bobby? Okay. Can we please shut the up about anybody doing anything unless you're going to come out from behind your little cat eyes? What was that owner doing to the actual real cat that killed that 9 times? Just curious. I mean, shouldn't we call like animal welfare units and shit? I'm just so over it. I literally thought about saying and not doing this shit anymore because is it worth it? Because my family are being looked up. People doing all kind of crazy shit. And I'm going to find out who the is. I'm going to find out. Y'all don't understand. I got the money and I'm going to find out.
Darling, how is the paid docs?
Doesn't this just all sound so familiar? And she says that, but literally like last week on a live, she gave out like her specific location.
Yep, she sure did. And it's just crazy how angry she was at Bobby playing her own words and telling the truth. You know what I mean? But isn't her whole spiel over here, we see shit, we say shit? Like,
Talk
so,
shit.
right.
And
So,
Bobby's not even talking shit. He's just
no,
playing her words.
right, exactly. So that's everybody's right on their channel. And he's also right. Like, it's weird. She'll talk crap about you, and then she gets over it and she'll come into your comment section or in your chat. What up? What it do? And then you're like, what the fuck, girl?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
And yes, Shay, she did. Someone
But what
came
did
into
she?
her chat that like she said she about her giving out her location. Someone came into her live chat saying some kind of town or something. I guess that's close to her. And she's like,
Yep.
"Oh yeah." And then she like gave out like crossing
And said what
points.
she's close to. She said
Yeah.
what she's close to. Yeah, I'm right by here. I don't care. Yes. Yes, she did. She most certainly did.
All right, Bobby.
Docs going for you. As many of you already know, I never contacted this urchin's family. It is my opinion she is simply a yappy dog used to keep the hands of Pumpkin Spice Patty clear of accountability. And, if she truly is simply mad and Brit is not this person's best friend, one would assume Radiant Brain would denounce such atrocious behavior under the umbrella of commentary. Let us have a look at a few more shining examples of Radiant Brit's side piece.
Saying somebody should do something and urging someone to do something are two different things. I realize people like you, Wildflower, like to ride fences, don't pick sides, like to be the nice person that everybody likes or whatever. But at some point, you need to put your big girl panties on and say what the side you stand on. Because right now, you look like a fool.
Brit, what say you on this?
Wow, really? She needed.
Yep,
Oh.
that's how she treated my girl Wildflower, and Wildflower still had her back when it came to Tira outing her DV situation.
Yep, Wildflower went on a whole panel to call Tira out directly while Tira was on the panel to call her out for that shit. And she would do this all the time. Like, Wildflower is, a coward. She needs to say what she needs to say. But then when she gets called out for it, I love Wildflower. But then in another instance, I don't watch Wildflower. I don't watch Selfie Queen anymore. I unsubscribe. And then later on, Wildflower's so nice. Like, it's fucking weird, man. It's weird. Leave her name out of the shit. She's not in any drama. She's not causing any issues. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it goes for a lot of people. All right, I'm just going to fast forward through Radiant Brain. I'm sorry, I can't.
I'm at
about this irrelevant. Okay. I hate that word, but that's what she is. Okay. She needs to stop going so hard for people y'all don't even know. I go hard for Brit because I know her. Hello. I've never done that. And oh my God, I know I'm so aggressive. You just can't deal with listening to me because I'm so mean. Bitch, shut the fuck up. So are you. Okay.
Brit, what say you on this behavior?
I've said this for a long time. I want my growth on YouTube to be slow, steady, and I want to never attract people that are here for a roast session.
Bambi, Susan, whatever her name is. I mean, I'm so tired of this shit. So many people have came to me and been like, I cannot watch her anymore. I cannot stand it. She's a hypocrite. Yada, 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 yada. You know, and you are, dude. You see on camera and you laugh and you scoff and you mock people and shit. But then when somebody does that shit to you, you crybaby about it. And then you take a internet break. Maybe commentary ain't for you. That's all I can think of. Because this is how Brit is. Look, Brit, she makes her videos and she sees it, she watches it, she hears about it, she knows about it. She knows when y'all get pressed about what she says. Do you know how she responds to it? She says nothing. You know why? Because y'all aren't worth her time. She thinks shit's funny. She truly does. She literally thinks you're pathetic.
This
so
is
she
pure
doesn't even
Stan.
waste her breath.
I'm sorry. This
right
is
in front of you, that
that
solidifies.
that's a pure
I know.
example of a Stan. Not only is she defending, she's speaking for her. You're speaking for someone else. You're trying to say what they think, why they don't respond to things like that is 1000% what Stans do. You know what I mean? Like she's overstepping. She's overstepping her bounds. You're calling other people irrelevant and not important. She laughs at you. I don't know who she thought she was helping. That doesn't make Radiant Brit look good or look better than other people. Makes her look bad. Makes her look bad because you have this woman over here saying that she knows you, right? Making it sound like you guys have private conversations behind the scenes that you've talked
And
about
they
these
did.
situations.
They
Yeah,
did, but you
yeah.
know Koli, she blows it up like they're besties, of course.
Yeah. And I do understand that Britt did know about instances where Koli was defending her and whatever. But she overstepped her bounds. You're speaking for this woman like a stan, and she's done this over and over and over and over and over again. And then once the person gets mad and has no choice but to be like, hey, I have to denounce this, then it's a complete 180.
Yep. All right, let's fast forward a little bit again.
So do I. Come at me. Please don't, because I'm going to come back at you. Never try to dox you or call CPS. I mean, someone should. Right? And I see Radiant Brit in her thumbnail. So we already know what time it is over here when it comes to Radiant Brit. Yes, I have a bias. I own it all day long. But this is not about her. It's about her, Janet. I figured since I've always called her Brit Stan anyway, and y'all know how much I love my girl, I figured I would go ahead and make something that would be, entertaining, since I basically didn't do what the fuck that I was gonna do. And it is that real. Mean girl mentality, whatever you want to call it. I call it realistic mentality because that's what the really going on. I entertain the shit because it's fun.
Well, as you can all predict if you do not already know, Brit eventually denounced Koli, sending her into her first of many post-breakup rages within many communities.
All that wonderful shit. So now I have been making a video about this certain person for like what feels like a fucking eternity. Okay, I have done like 2-3 different scripts trying to figure out how to lay it out to make sense, to make it not look like what it's probably already gonna look like. Okay, so I decided, since I'm a reformed hypocrite, we're going to do a hypocrite headquarters series on my fucking channel. That's what I talked about the other day, remember? Okay, so the very first person I'm gonna cover is gonna be the lovely, the wonderful, radiant fucking Brit. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, what you don't know is a lot. We used to be friends. I'm sorry, but no. I thought we were friends. She thought I was a delusional stan, apparently. Even though I'm going to show you evidence today as to why me and others thought we were friends. Okay, because like, even though y'all don't know this, she was friends with other people, kind of the way she was cool with me, that she talked to behind the scenes and on her channel, that she considered her fucking friend. Okay, and the only reason why it's come to light where I'm the delusional stan, because I created this channel, for those of you who don't know, to defend this.
This went on for some time, but perhaps in an effort to self-preserve, before Brit and Koli parted ways, Koli would soon attach herself to a new host, Callista Catties.
Okay, so this is like the first breakup switch up, okay? And I'm not going to speak too much on Callista. I don't know her very well. I've interacted with her very like mildly, like on Twitter, and I've went to her channel and watched a few videos, but so I'm not going to get super deep into this, but just so you guys know, Callista is the first, like, nope, done with Brit. I got Callista now, my new bestie.
Yep, just keep track of how many this happens with. So.
Yep. Well, and you got to know that when Bobby made this video, there were still many more to come in the future. So he only goes over a couple of them.
Yep.
A YouTube commentary channel who found themselves in quite the kerfuffle. It is alleged she falsely accused Steph TXMA, Bambi Rambles and not another housewife of harassment, as well as allegedly threatening to expose her. Relapse of a disorder Callista suffers. The repercussions of this drama would span more than...
I will publicly say she did them dirty as fuck. I'm not going
Yes, she
anywhere
did.
near that situation. And anyone that Bobby mentions, it does not mean that I endorse them or
Nope.
support them. They are just part of the story, okay? But I will say that Callista lied and
Yes.
did all three of them really disgusting like. But that's all I'm going to say.
Yes, and she's admitted it. So yes.
Yes.
Because there was terrible accusations put on them that they never did, kind of resembling Koli putting terrible accusations on us. So
Yeah, and taking it a step further with fake emails and screenshots, and
Yep,
yeah, it was
yep.
wild.
Teresa, I'll show you the pictures. I have
On a
to get
year,
them.
and it would be
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah.
during this time that Koli would mount the knight's horse and gallop into battle for Callista.
Opinion. I understand if certain people are upset because they feel like, you know, something happened to them, but I just want my subscribers to hear me when I say there are two sides to every story. And sometimes, even though it may look a certain way, it's not that way. Okay. That's all I want to say. In closing, I'm always going to be, you know, ride or die for my friends. Okay. And that is how I see Callista. And, you know, honorable mention, Brit. But this video basically is just let everybody know my stance, my take, whatever I want to call it, I guess. Anyway, I love my friend, and it's going to stay that way. And there is no screenshot, recording, any kind of bullshit that's going to sway my opinion, because I've seen things behind the scenes, and that's just what I'm going to say.
Now, during the relationship with Callista would be when the breakup with Radiant Brit took place. While Callista was one of her longest-standing friendships on YouTube, rather recently, the two would part ways. And, in typical Koli fashion, Callista is a terrible person, and Koli is a victim. She even reached out to her nemesis, Steph, feeding her private messages and information about Callista. Almost immediately after their breakup, she also attempted to smooth things over with Not Another Housewife and Bambi Rambles, who she had spent over a year bashing on and off, unless of course, being friendly with the women was beneficial to her. Never mind. Here are some bits from the Callista split up.
Damn.
Callista and I met via Brit because Brit sent me Callista's first video in defense of her when all the self-taught beauty shit was going down. Yeah, remember that? Okay, well, Callista I was sent a video by Brit of Callista, okay? So then me and Callista started talking behind the scenes. I told her to be careful. I told her to make sure not everybody on YouTube are good people. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. I told her that all the fucking time, okay? Callista came to me and said she was blackmailed by Bambi. Callista did that, okay? Then, instead of coming in as her friend, I believed her. If you had a really good friend and so they told you that someone had blackmailed them, you'd believe them too, okay? But I didn't run to my platform and say that anybody blackmailed her.
They were
Okay,
friends for like
so-
3 weeks.
But yes, she did. She
If
did
that.
say the video that he just showed. She said
for months.
She said, "I'm gonna believe
and
my
months
friend.
while I
I've
stood
seen
back
things
by
privately."
and had to watch the burn to the ground.
Yep. If you want to say that again, sorry, my shit's acting
Sorry.
slow. I can't pause.
No, I'm sorry, Bliss. I didn't mean to interrupt, but she did take to her platform.
No, I want you to
and
interject.
defend. She did take to her platform and defend Callista, basically reinforcing that these women did these things. And she said, Bobby just played it. I've seen things privately behind the scenes, planting that seed that she's seen proof of these women doing it. And then when she falls out with Callista, then she throws her under the bus. That was her. She said it. I didn't take to my, you went everywhere else, every comment section, talking shit about these women, that they better come clean. They better, all of this stuff. The little threats too. You took part in that, as did Tira. And we know why Tira took part in that, because she was, salivating at the thought of having a go at these three women. But you did it as a stand yet again and turned on her immediately, and then she's a liar and all this other shit. So
Yep. And all three of those women completely innocent. And it's been proven, and Callista has shown the proof, well, most of it, I guess, and apologized.
And said that she fabricated the emails. She did it all.
She admitted to it all. Yep.
Yeah. So.
Because Callista was a fucking liar.
As you can see, this is quite a pattern. And as it were, quite concerning. Now, before we move on, I'm aware some may view this video who have been in the midst of this drama from the beginning.
And moving bestie number 3, which lasted
Sarah
a very
Jean.
short time. And this, like, I think I came in right after this, like when Koli was making videos on Sarah Jean. And
I
this
did
is
too.
actually how me and Kimba had our little spat, because I came in to Sarah Jean's live and was, you know, expressing my opinions and feelings. And I know Sarah and Kimba were close, so I apologize for even bringing her in this. It's just part of the story and
It's
Bobby's
part of the
video.
story.
Yep.
It's part of the story.
No hard feelings. I hope she's doing well.
I hope so too.
Beginning, I am well aware that Koli's behavior is not exclusive to YouTubers. And she has had similar blow-ups with subscribers. Now, much like her breakup with Radiant Brit, when she broke up with Callister, she immediately reached out to the enemies of the woman. Aside from Steph, who I already mentioned, she began showing special interest in Not Another Housewife, as well as complimenting Bambi randomly, who returned not long after this, and the pattern remains as we move to her most recent epic breakup. Sarah Jean. Now, on both of these channels, much of the beginning of the relationship between Koli and Sarah has been erased or privatized. You still have to use your imagination in this matter. You should probably not be shocked to find she was equally as defensive and protective of Sarah as she was to Brit and Callister. It is also worth noting that at a point Callister also became friends with Sarah, or at the very least tolerance of one another. This coupled with a video that is now deleted, in which Sarah calls Koli a liar and expresses her feelings toward her newly estranged friend. This sends Koli into her darkest spiral yet.
I'm gonna go from start to finish. Okay, wait, are we starting at the very beginning? Or are we starting at the very beginning?
Let's start all the way at the beginning.
Okay, so here's what happened. There's one named Sarah Jean. I love the anti-MLM community. A lot of you know this, and so it's going to be very fucking repetitive. Hey, take the comment down, so our names will pop up.
Okay. How do I do that? How do I take? Oh,
you
hide.
click on the
Got it.
comment.
I got it.
Okay. Anyways, okay, here's what happened. I met a girl named Sarah because I like the anti-MLM community. Well, I did like the anti-MLM community. That shit has now changed, but I did. Okay. So technically, I went to Sarah's channel because I heard Julie Jo was having beef with somebody. So I went to her channel because I was going to say something to her, like confront her. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Well, then I got there and I realized, wait. Sarah ain't the issue here. It's these bitches. You know what I mean? So I kept watching the saga going on, and then there was a video one day where Sarah.
Okay. I know, guys, you're trying to keep up, right? So we came on to stand for Radiant Brit. We fall out with Radiant Brit. And then we go to someone, Callista, who I believe also did not like Radiant Brit. Then we start attacking the 3 other women for Callista. Then Callista falls out. She goes back to the 3 other women. And she tells them like everything, you know, that went on behind the scenes. Callista's a liar, blah, blah, blah. Then when she realizes that they won't have her, she then goes to Sarah Jean. Sarah Jean and her friendship was very short-lived from what I remember. And then she went to this person on the screen with Koli right here named Mandy. And right here, Mandy is now her new bestie. And during this time, Mandy and Sarah Jean were having conflict.
Yes, but I also wanted to say that Callista was also a fierce Radiant Grit supporter at one time as well. Because because I used to watch Steph and all of them, and Callista was a diehard Radiant Brit. I don't know how their thing fell out, but she was also a supporter at one point.
Okay, then that was before me, so thank you for adding that in, because I never watched any of them or was around for that. Let's see, what does Kimba say? I thought it was in Koli's lives, Bliss, when I was having a go at her and you were her mod. You could be right that it happened in SJ's lives, but either way, oh, girl, that is water under the bridge. We're all good. And no, it was Sarah. We may have had a little go in Koli's lives, but it was Sarah Jean's live, and it's no longer there that you blocked me in. It's all good, seriously. So this, bring in bestie number. Let's see. We've been through Brit. We've been through Callista. We tried to go the 3 ladies. That didn't work out. Sarah Jean. I feel like we're missing Tira in the mix there, right?
Yeah, Tira's always been in and out. It's always been a back and forth, because that's how I was introduced to Koli. She was standing for Tira and did videos coming at me, not even knowing me from a hole in the wall, for Tira. Yeah. So she's always been back and forth with Tira until it really came to a head, and then they've been off for the majority
Okay.
of the time.
So her and Tira are off here.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I feel like right around this time, I think maybe right after this, is when Tira released the DV information that Koli had privately
Yes,
shared with Sarah Jean when her and Sarah
yes,
Jean were friends.
yes. And there's a lot of lives of, I don't know if Koli deleted. Koli was, you know, talking crap about Sarah Jean. Sarah Jean would go live and talk crap about
Mm-hmm.
Koli. It was back and forth. A lot of those lives are no longer there. Sarah Jean's
Mm-hmm.
channel's gone. Koli, I don't know what she did with those videos, got rid of them. But there was a lot of back and forth that we're not privy to because it's gone now. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
And I'm full transparency. I was in those back and forth lives.
Right.
I'm like friends with Koli right here. I did not know, like, I shouldn't have even spoke. I'm trying to hear the situation, and I do go to everyone's lives. I was going to Sarah Jean's live to hear her side. It's just everyone was just so manic, and when people are manic like that, it's really hard to understand. Like, yeah, I should have just mind my business, but I was
It was
definitely
manic.
probably all up in those lives.
I was too. A lot of it was me bushwatching because I was there for the woman that they said earlier, the makeup lady that was living in a
Janet?
shed. No, no, not Janet being Janet. Um, Beauty. What was
Oh,
her name?
yeah.
I can't believe I forgot her name. That the not so evil stepmother Alex
Mhm.
started covering, and she went manic. But I used to watch her a lot. I loved her beauty content. Um, and then I was watching her journey when she was homeless and in the shed, and
Mhm.
Alex went to prove that she was lying and all. So I've been watching a long time, a lot
There
of
you
it
go.
from the
Self-taught
bushes.
beauty.
Self-taught beauty. Thank you.
Yep.
I loved her content when she would do beauty content. I enjoyed it so much. Then it took a dark turn, and I hope she's doing well. Um, and a lot of it, you're right, is manic, and that's why I come live sometimes when I'm angry. It's not the best thing, but being manic is a whole other layer of it. You know what I mean?
And
So
it's more than with some of them, it's more than just being manic. It's like, everyone can get manic, especially when they're upset about a situation, but there's some mental health going on with quite a few of those people as well. And it was just bad on top of bad.
I agree. I agree. And many people have mental health struggles. Some, it's like a spectrum, right? Some are very minor, some are very extreme, and I hope that everyone takes care of their mental health. Um, and a lot of it shouldn't play out online, because it's immortalized. Right now, even if you delete this live, somebody's already recorded it. It's immortalized on the internet forever. Everything we're saying. You know what I mean?
I'm really happy to see that something to
Hi,
talk
Broken
about with Broken
Justice.
Justice is here, actually.
Yes. And
I'm
and
glad to hear you're
welcome.
listening.
Welcome. Yes.
Because, I mean, I can say that I wish I would have done this before befriending Coley. And that was my bad. This is why everyone should always do their own research. Okay? You can like someone, but you don't know them. So
Right.
this is
And
what that
and
is.
and Bliss, it's also okay to like someone in spite of their flaws, but I think it becomes something totally different when you ignore flaws,
Mm-hmm.
especially dangerous. Like when you come on a public platform and you lie on people, it's dangerous. It not only affects you, it affects the people you're lying on. You know what I mean? Because we're content creators on this platform too. I built my channel off of talking about my recovery and all the things that I've
Mm-hmm.
gone through. And for someone like Koli to come and say that we laughed at her DV when we never did that, and we actually defended her in that situation is not okay, and I'll keep saying it until I'm hoarse. It's not okay to lie on us like that. And this whole thing that we're doing on your channel, she created this. We were not talking about Coley. We were none of that. We can walk away silently, like she says that she walks away silently. She doesn't, but we can. But you will not
We
lie on
did.
us and double, right? And she's tripled down recently. That's why we started talking about her again, because it was brought up in her chat and she reiterated the lie. and added to it.
And
And we're
added to
not
it.
going to allow that. And we're
Not
not going to allow that. I'm
only,
sorry.
and it's double for me because I'm just starting. You're not going to kick me at the beginning of my fucking journey. I'm still going to rise. That makes me really mad. I had a great piece of a Jelly Roll song. It's called Liar. I was going to play it, but the copyright, man. I
Oh yeah, he'll
literally
get you. He'll
uploaded,
get you.
Cindy, I uploaded 34 seconds of it. And I was just going to play it from like unlisted video on my channel. And I woke up this morning and it was partially blocked in most countries.
I told you. Yeah. And your live won't be visible to as many people. And the point is for this to be visible. You know what I mean? So if you play a song that not only do you get copywritten for, but that it actually like blacklists you and you can't be visible in many places, it defeats the purpose.
And I wanted to say the short that I played, I'm going to link his channel in my description too. He has funny little songs like that. Another one about narcissist. They're funny. So, okay. So yes, bring in new bestie Mandy and they are going to be creating an amazing podcast.
Sarah was sitting in her bed and she had I remember what she was wearing. She had a robe on and she had one of those. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want her to feel this way because I've been watching her at this point. So it's like, when you start watching somebody a lot, you don't want them to be sad. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh my God. And so I went to my channel just because I happen to have, a platform of some type. And so I went up there and I was like, hey, y'all, I know how cool y'all are. I love y'all. Can y'all please go love on this girl named Sarah? She's really having a tough time right now. It's a long story. Okay. I said, but long story short, something like, she's having beef with people who are way bigger than her. And she hadn't even really started her channel yet. And they're just coming for her. So just go love on her and let her know that not all people on YouTube are fucked up. Some of us are good people, right? Okay. So that's how that. Okay. It went from we hadn't ever talked before to, best friends in the matter of weeks, which looking back, hindsight 2020, that's too fast. You know what I mean? So I understand that's just too fucking fast. Anyways, so in our friendship, there were many times where Sarah would be upset, going through something, whatever that may be, whole depression, whatever. And she would kind of go quiet on me. So I knew that she was struggling. So what I would do would hit her up and be like, hey, send her something cool, like a gift or something like that, and be like, hey, you don't have to talk to me if you're not in a place where you want to talk to anybody. I'm just let you know I'm here. I love you. I'm thinking about it.
When you were a stranger to me, I was kind to you.
Okay, but what is up with those looks, man? I'm sorry, but that creeps me out, man. Like she's
Some
looking
of them
into
are
my
so
soul,
cringe.
man.
Some of them are so beyond cringe. Jugs. She creates shit, then when called out and shown proof, she lies, she cries, and plays victim. And I'm really happy you said that because we are going to get into that in a little bit. Yes, we are. We have to finish.
Yes, we are.
I mean, you'll see. It's Let's try to finish this. I do have another one because Koli also talked. Remember, she said there was the live. She came in and told you guys about Bobby saying meth mouth.
Yes. And I think it was her live. We went into her live actually, and she told us, and then whatever. I don't remember
Well, I found the Bobby video, and he does, and it's super quick. I probably wouldn't have even have caught it unless Koli pointed it out. It's not okay, but I did bleep out that part.
Yeah, and we said it. Right, and we said it. We didn't know, Bliss. We didn't know he said that. We we said, first of all, we're not liars. We weren't watching. If something was titled Koli, I was skipping that video. That's God's honest truth. So I didn't hear it. And when she said it about it, I said I didn't hear him say that. And then when she played it or showed me, I said, wow, I'm sorry. I didn't say it, but I still apologized about it because I don't think it's okay. And I've even said I now watching a lot of the recovery and awareness communities, they use that term meth mouth to explain how people's teeth look from prolonged drug use, but I still don't think it's okay. And I get how she's very sensitive about her teeth. I don't play any games when it comes to my teeth, so I understand that. But again, we didn't do that or say that. You know what I mean?
But she excuses William for coming in under Cindy's junkie son. That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, and before we move on, Bliss found a clip. I'm telling you, Bliss is the MVP. She found the clip of William coming in and he was blocking people on my channel, right? And he had blocked somebody called Yorkville, Charlie, and I had no issues with Yorkville, but he blocked him. And then I even said, I don't think people should be calling you an alcoholic or talking about his alcoholism. But then William later on goes to say that me and JJ bashed him for being an alcoholic, which makes no sense because in that clip, I'm saying no one should be making fun or addict shaming him or anyone. So I would
Yep.
never do that either. So thank you, Bliss, because I'm going to be posting that on my channel too, also with the clip that she first played where we were talking to Bobby, so that you guys could go back and listen for yourselves and see that nobody was talking about Koli. And you can still see the chat. It's not edited because my chat is still available.
Mm-hmm.
If I edit anything, my replay chat won't be available. So
Yep.
nothing was removed because my chat is still intact.
Everything I played in that clip earlier, that was the start and end of Bobby. He was not in the chat after that ended. Even a little bit
Yep.
before the clip ended, I left a little bit
Yep.
extra in there just for a certain
And that's
point.
why I thank you for playing it in full context, not just playing
Mm-hmm.
20 seconds, but before and after, so people get a better context of what happened. And you can go back and see the whole live if you'd like and see it never happened, guys. Like, we know the internet is forever. Had we done this, we would have apologized eons ago. It never happened. And had she admitted that she lied, we would not still be harping on it.
Nope. I wouldn't have went down a rabbit hole of recaps with Bobby yesterday. I'm glad I did though. You guys, if you go back on his channel, he has some put Koli aside, he has amazing videos. Some of them are just so good, and just to relive some of the past drama, it's just so crazy. And a lot of the names are going to be super familiar because a lot of those people, like Miss Koli, are still problematic to this day.
Yep. And there's like 2 videos where me and JJ are in it, where he was talking about like a big fallout within the anti-KJ community. And, you know, like I said, I was a mod for Bobby. And then when Roadhog said he wanted to give a $50 gift card for the creator behind Bobby,
Mm-hmm.
I was unmodded, which I understand, of course, in hindsight. I understand how that in itself is problematic. And I've apologized to Bobby directly and all of that, but he's never really been a person that I don't know. He shows a great timeline of events that
And
happen
that's all it
in
is.
these
Yeah.
communities. Yeah.
It's history. All right, Jugs, where did this happen? I can't see now. I can't scroll up. Hold on. I saw this morning. Jug says, exactly, Popcorn. What the fuck? How you gonna lie and say that I drove to Shreveport in camo? All right,
Wait, that's why she was talking about the camo?
if
That's why
someone doesn't make a meme of Jugs in a golf cart wearing camo, I'm gonna be highly disappointed. That is so dumb and
Yo.
wild, and I went to her so-called detective brother and told I would go to jail for reporting her.
Wait, what? That's such a specific lie. You had on camo. Please tell me you had on the Jughead hat, though. Tell me you have a camo Jughead hat. I need to see that. That is hilarious.
Where did
I was
she
wondering
say
why
that,
Jughead was like
though?
me in camo. What the hell?
Yeah, Jugs is gonna make one. I knew if I said that, you would say that, or someone would. Where did she say that, though, Jugs? Just put it in the chat when you can, because I need to see
Yeah, I
that.
have no
That's
idea.
funny.
That is crazy. That is
That is so
crazy.
wild.
Jugs over here hiding in bushes with camo on. What the fuck? I can't.
Very.
Speaking of patterns, the new bestie on her panel was also friends with Sarah, and, in usual Koli fashion, she immediately embraced the breakup bonding, and she is now rabidly defending her brand's new host.
Bad vibes. Okay. I'm going to sage my fucking house when I get done. Anyway, look, you need to tell the fucking truth because right now you're lying on me. I was a great friend to you, Sarah. A great friend to you. Okay. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this one last time. And then we'll see if you have balls enough to show up Saturday. Okay. Because I highly doubt that you will. And by the way, what you did to Mandy, who's now my friend, was wrong. Was absolutely wrong. She's an amazing person.
and you lied to her and gassed her up about me. And not only did you do that, you were supposed to have a podcast with her and you ditched her for somebody like fucking Tira. Make that make sense for me, please. I'm going to ask about that. Anyway, Mandy now is, we've become wildly successful and it's amazing. You have no idea. Okay. We are now about to be on multiple platforms. Okay. Even on Apple Music, Spotify, all
I want to see what is on Jug's community tab.
But you chose to fuck your own friend that had your back, that came for me for months.
Oh, I didn't even look at that yet. I'm just laughing at her. Oh my God. Wildly successful. I'll pull up Jug's community tab after this though, but wow. Just to know where this ended up.
Oh my God, that is the
For
cutest
you,
dog
and you fucking
ever,
left her
though,
high and
in
dry.
camo. Oh my God.
Oh, I did see that this morning. I did.
Jasper is looking dapper in his little camo. Oh my God, I want to eat him up.
Look, exactly this, Mama. Come on, she tells the same exact stories, only the names change. That's what this is showing. Come on, laptop.
Kept sending her the wrong fucking link. I can't get the link to work. Amazing how you had all these other people on the panel with you. Amazing how that happened. But yet I'm the one who's stupid who don't know how to use a link. At least I can admit it. Okay. You fucked your friend over. Okay. You were never my friend. I figured that out already. Never. Never were you my friend. Ever. And then I noticed something else. I started going back and thinking. Okay. And what you don't know is I downloaded every video off your channel before you deleted it.
I've had just about enough of this nutter, never mind. I do wish I could have had the time to add each and every toxic friendship she has created on the internet, but I think my point has been taken. From Tira Nicole, to Radiant Brit, to reality TV YouTuber LB. Koli finds a suitable host, follows them along like a rat to the tune of the Pied Piper, and ultimately recycles these toxic breakups time and time again. Eventually, Koli, you must realize that you are always the denominator. Perhaps it's loneliness. Perhaps it is ego. All I know is that Koli has lost the plot to be safe out there, especially when creating online relationships. Cheers.
Spot on, Bobby Cat. Spot on. All right. Let's go to this one. So who was the bestie we ended on there?
Mandy.
Yeah,
Yes.
that didn't last too long.
Nope. No podcast. Sorry. That podcast is still a work
Bobby
in progress.
has, I don't know if we're going to get to it, but Bobby does have a podcast video and I remember being in this live where Mandy was like 25 minutes late and it was an absolute shit show. It was so bad.
Lord have mercy.
I
remember those lives too. I used to be there for that too. I think I was still a mod back then for Koli.
That didn't. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to this week's episode of Crazy Shit I Find Online. Not Another Subscriber is a small channel as well as a rabid Radiant Brit stan. She can often be seen in her comments under the name Koli. She got her start trashing anyone who was calling out Brit. For some time. That was Tira. However, now that Tira and Radiant Brit have a silent truce, she is the official mouthpiece for Tira Nicole.
Okay, Justice. I don't think no one knows you. I don't think anyone has said anything of the sort about you.
No, we've never. Yeah,
I'm glad
we
to hear
we
that,
would
though.
never. We don't know you at all, so we would never call you stupid or I don't think it's stupidity. When you meet someone and you're getting to know them. This is the reason for doing this is personal for us. She has personally said egregious lies on us, but also we're not trying to sway anyone. We're not bullies. We're not trying to tell people We don't call out subscribers for being in her chat. Like that's weird.
No.
I always thought that was weird. Um, but people need to be weary with anyone. Be weary with me, right? Don't come into my chat, and if I'm saying you're my best friend after a week, I'm a weirdo. You know what I mean? So everyone should be weary of everyone until they've earned your trust. And I've been there where I got into a friend group and it fell out really, really badly because we hadn't earned each other's trust. You know, so we don't know you. We would never disparage you. We don't know you, like I said. But
Yeah, no,
you know,
and I, I'm not one to sway someone against or for anything, but I will show you, and hopefully you include that in your decision moving forward because I think not having an opinion on something because you don't know anything about it, then that would be a sign to me that I should learn about it because the way she's going about minors and on her channel is not okay. And that's not someone that I would personally want to align myself with while they're doing that because it's disgusting.
and I agree. And that's my issue with her now too. She's modded a bunch of minors and has even said in the past, I'm not the kind of person to record everything, but she even asked people to stop telling her their ages because she was getting called out so much for minors being in her chat. Just last week, she had someone come in and say that they go to school with her son. Whether they were trolling or not, that person should have immediately been blocked. Someone comes in, my sons are not minors, but let's, for argument's sake, say that one of my sons was still a minor. And someone comes into my chat and says, hey, I go to school with your minor son. Hi, nice to meet you. Bye, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. If you come to my house after school to play with my kid, play video games, have dinner, that's very different. My channel is not a safe space for children, not my children, not anyone else's children. And Koli didn't do that. And she has modded minors that she knows are minors. I saw in her chat, two minors were going back and forth. One of them wasn't feeling well, was tired from trick or treating. Hello, neon red flag.
Oh, and they spiked
That
his
is a
candy?
child. Yes, the other one they think he spiked his candy, and the two minors are interacting with each other. One he thinks his candy was spiked. The other one is exhausted from trick or treating. Trick or treating. What are we talking about, Koli? They have wrenches in your chat, and you're saying that you love these people and all this. These are children. This is someone's children. I don't care. I don't care that she says, "Oh, the parents were best friends with the parents." How are you?
No.
Again, patterns. Best friends. You've only known this minor a few weeks. Now you're best friends with the No, I don't care. I don't care. Even if a parent says, "Oh, my kid can mod for you," that wouldn't even be a conversation. That wouldn't even be a conversation. You're a minor. Blockity block block block. That's it.
Yeah. Well, um, what's her name talk about? Broken Justice. Maybe go after this live, just go on my channel and go to, I think I have 4 shorts about Koli. And it literally is Koli versus Koli. So I show what Koli says, and then I either fast forward or I rewind to what she says. And it shows the minor one. The minor came into the chat that she was already unloading on, and then she said, "Oh, Raptor, I thought you were mad at me. And I was so worried that you were mad at me. Why is a grown woman concerning herself and getting worried that a minor stranger on the internet was mad at her? It's very weird to me." And then she proceeded to unload, like, "I'm not in the right mental health space right now." That's not okay to unload on kids.
No, and her channel isn't a child-friendly
It is
chat.
not.
Every single video I upload, I put it is not safe for children. Every single one. I don't care what I'm talking
Yep.
about. If I don't use curse words, I don't care what the subject matter is. Even when I just did a short with a Halloween mask on, it is not safe for children because I want YouTube and the algorithm to understand, do not push my content to children. Do not. It's not safe for children. And if I find out you're a minor, you're blocked. If you're in my chat and the things you're saying even give me an inclination that you're a minor, my mods know you're blocked. You're blocked. JJ last time was like, "Hey, are you?" She was talking to Amanda, Jason's ex, and she's like, "Hey, are you a minor?" We play no games with that right here on Bliss's channel. We play no games with that. That's, you don't have to be a parent to know that adults shouldn't be engaging with minors.
Yes, Shyla, that is the
Yes,
same one that
yes,
she did that. Yep.
yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's play this. It's short.
She titles them with clickbait while moving about fully filtered.
I said, I don't fucking like you. You don't like me? No.
Her content has become more outrageous. She has accused not another housewife of child abuse many times, and seems to mirror Tara's every opinion. When I discovered her, I also found that she even made claim to know me personally, and my true identity. L.O.L.
You really thought I wouldn't find you, huh? Think again. You really thought I wouldn't find you, huh? Think again.
Most recently, she has become threatening to anyone who subscribed to channels she does not like.
Okay, let's talk about it. Don't bother me none. Y'all wanna know why I act so ratchet in my videos? Because if you want to explain stuff to ratchet ass people, you have to come down to their level, or they won't understand. Okay, let me explain something to you. If you come to my platform and you tell me what the fuck I should and should not do, I'm gonna put you on blast publicly. This is my fucking platform. I can say what I want, do what I want. It's fair use. Fuck you gonna do about it? You participate in fuckery? I told you, I'd come for you.
And, as if that were not bad enough, she is hiding Gabby Petito hashtags and uploading ridiculous short videos in which she is making some attempt at being sex.
It was so cringe.
Wait, what? She
Broken
had Gabby.
Justice. Yeah, I didn't know about that. I'll rewind a tiny bit. I wanted to say to Broken Justice, the channel you're on right now, my channel. So just click on my avatar and go to the shorts, and you can see them. They're right at the top.
And I also wanted to say about the William thing. Our issue with William is that he was being disrespectful. We were cool with William, right? His alcoholism had nothing to do with why we fell out with William. He mocked someone's S attempt, okay? Using an avatar, and came into a chat mocking their S attempt. However people feel about that, that is disgusting. He came in using sock accounts talking about the same person's deceased mom. He came in under a sock account, Selfie Queen Cindy's junkie son. That is why we had an issue with William. Koli defended him, all the disgusting things he did, again, until she saw him in a chat of someone she didn't like, and then it became an issue. So she doesn't stand on things are wrong and you should address it, because the person that he's mocking, I'm not cool with, but I don't have to be cool with her to know that mocking her deceased mom, mocking her S attempt is a no. Across the board is a no. I don't speak up on everything, but when I see something that is wrong and is disgusting, I'm going to speak up on it. So we didn't seek William out to dog him, because I was there, defended William a lot, until there were certain things, until that time when he went in to see his chat with that disgusting ass avatar. That was enough for me. So I wanted to just say that too.
Yeah. Cindy, I don't even think I told you. She did a live the other night. I don't know if she was wearing like a coat or a robe, but she was showing all the goodies.
No way, was she?
Her jacket was open and you could see her breasts, like not her nipples, but her side hoods and the top. She
Okay, but she has minors in her
attention.
chat though.
With
She has
minors,
minors in her chat.
known minors.
Mods.
One of them modded. One of them that we know
Two of them modded.
Two?
Two of them. Tim Watkins and the other one, the Raptor.
Oh, I didn't know Tim was a minor.
Yeah, because he was the one that was talking about he was tired from trick or treating. So I
You are
surmised
fucking kidding me.
No, he's the one that was saying he was tired from trick-or-treating.
That's the one that she calls her internet husband.
Yes, that said she doesn't understand why he won't speak to her on the phone. Because he's a child,
Oh my
in
God.
my opinion. In my opinion. Because she said that herself. I don't know why you won't get on the phone with me. Probably because it's past his bedtime and his mom won't let him get on the phone. Let me shut up, man, because that shit gets me so upset.
All right, let's play this from here. Back up just a tiny bit.
And, as if that were not bad enough, she is hiding Gabby Petito hashtags and uploading ridiculous short videos in which she is making some attempt at being sexy and Satan. Whole cup.
Big enough to kill someone like the sweetest Gabby? Too pussy to face everybody else? Is that what it is? Got it. Got it. You know, I've met many men like you. I cannot wait to see how Satan feels.
What the fuck?
Welcome, Brian.
Holy shit.
Welcome to hell. How do we feel about pussies over here? I don't know.
Holy shit.
Let me go ask my friend the devil.
I find this creator to be quite problematic. Despite being in the infantile stages of growth, any person who makes outlandish claims that can ruin the lives of others with no proof is a piss-poor excuse for a content creator.
Wow. Wow. I had no idea about that Gabby Petito stuff either. That must have been before me. I don't know. Michelle, don't be scared.
And I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if Tim is a minor. I'm just surmising it from what he's been saying in the chat. And like he dead ass said he was tired from trick or treating. I think I even screenshot that. And just him not wanting to get on the phone with her. It's you don't she doesn't know him either way, right? To say that he's her internet husband, him to be calling her his internet wife. You don't know. You don't even know if this is an adult. You don't even know if this is a man. You know what I mean? Like, and you're modding these people from not knowing them and forming these relationships that are not built on anything real. I mean, I know internet, you don't really know people, right? Until you get to know them, you build relationships, you share pictures, you talk to them behind the scenes, all of that. But she acts like she has built a foundation for these relationships that she has not built. And she doesn't see how weird and creepy it comes across to anybody that's watching from the outside.
She
It's
has
creepy no matter
no
what.
self-awareness at all. It's like she's incapable. I've never seen anything like it. It's really crazy.
Yeah, popcorn. I don't know. And maybe I don't know, because I know when I used to be live and I was living with my ex, he was hearing everything I was saying as well. And he took a lot of it as, first of all, he wasn't in the right head space, right? He's in active addiction. But secondly, he took it as internet is a persona, even though I'm literally on YouTube as myself. Some people that aren't um savvy with technology, like my ex, he sucks with technology. He probably thought that this was just a persona. So I don't know. I can't speak for her husband or what his thoughts are, but I'm just saying my ex took YouTube with a grain of salt. He still, I don't know now, but he watches my videos, my lives. He used to comment and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe he doesn't take it seriously. I don't know, you know.
I don't know either, girl. I can tell you that my husband is the same though. Like, he doesn't take any of this stuff that seriously. Because he's an actual man. He just sees all this as petty drama, which it is. I mean, when you get down to it, but it's getting to the point where minors are involved and she's out here lying on people, like, really disgustingly, and I'm gonna call it out.
Yeah. And that's cool that you live within walking distance of her. And like me and JJ, we don't live in walking distance, but we've met up. And you don't have to live within walking distance to form
Yeah,
real relationships. Like Bliss is my
no.
real life friend. And we haven't met personally, but I know her as she knows me, and that's fine. You relationships are built over time. So I'm not saying that your relationship or you getting to know Koli is any less real, or that you have to live in the same town for it to be real. I just think we should all be weary of everyone, because who I may be a persona. This may not be who I am. I can tell you I'm the same person behind off
And I know
YouTube as I
that.
am on. Right. So I'm not trying to persuade you, Justice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not directing my comments towards you, so I hope you're not taking them personally. I'm talking in general. We should all be wary until we've gauged a person well enough to know that their intentions are pure and not, I don't know. I don't
Listen,
know what I'm trying
I'm
to say.
going to talk directly to Broken Justice because I was also friendly with someone who I thought was a friend. And if we were to like drive and meet halfway, we were like 45 minutes from each other. I can now say that I am very glad I never met with that friend. I
Yeah.
understand being excited, like, okay, I met someone online that maybe I can actually meet in real life and blah blah blah. But don't jump to that instantly because I wouldn't want that person, not Koli, the person I'm speaking on, knowing. Yeah, I'm just glad it never happened.
Yep. Me too.
All right. Do you remember the comment earlier I highlighted of Jugs? And I read it talking about victimhood, denial, blah blah blah.
Yes.
Cindy, have you ever heard of DARVO?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So for the people in chat, DARVO is deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. And this, uh, when I watched this video, because Bobby did a video on this, it was like, oh my God, that's exactly what she does. So I'm just going to read this out. DARVO. It's a manipulative tactic often used by narcissistic or abusive people when they're confronted about their actions. It stands for deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. So, deny, when the abuser denies their harmful behavior or downplay slash minimize its severity. Intent is to reject responsibility and refuse acknowledgement of any wrongdoing. Who does that sound like? Oh, Cindy disappeared. Now she'll be back. It's in the Discord, Cindy. Who does that sound like? Let's move on. Oh, there she is. You're back.
Sorry, I didn't know that I had a fuck you button on my phone, but I did. So kick me.
Hey, I think the echo's gone for me now, though.
I hope so. I don't know.
No, it is. Good shit.
Okay.
All right. It was meant to happen. I was going over DARVO. So we were at deny.
Yes,
Did you hear any of that or no?
I did.
Okay. If that doesn't describe Koli, I don't know what does.
Yep.
So then we move on to attack. After denial, the abuser goes on the offensive. They attack the victim's credibility, motivations, just like I want to see her fail, right? Or character by making counter accusations,
Yep.
like saying that we laughed at her DV and saying that her DV never happened, or claiming that the victim is exaggerating or lying. The intent is to preserve their self image and divert attention from them while discrediting and undermining the victims.
Yep. That's exactly what she's
That's
done
exactly what
numerous
she's
times.
done. All right, we're on to the last one, reverse
Okie dokie.
victim and offender. When the
Okie dokie.
abuser twists the narrative by reversing the roles to portray themselves as the victim and the victim as the abuser, just kind of like we're all just bullies and want to see
Yeah.
her fail.
Yep.
Her intent is to regain control, manipulate emotions, shift blame, and garner sympathy from others.
Yep. Because
Yep.
why else would you say somebody laughed at your DV? DV being so serious and life threatening, and to say that these women laughed at it, that's garnering sympathy. Like, people can be like, oh my God, that's so disgusting. I'm so sorry. It's like twofold. I'm so sorry you experienced DV, and I'm so sorry that these women are so cruel about what you experienced. You know what I mean? So you get sympathy, you get to use the sympathy card twice at the expense of other women that never did that. and at the expense of yourself, because if you're saying that when it was outed, it put your life in danger, you're still continuing to put it out there over and over and over again, where someone can come across it. And I'm not saying people can't share their experience, right? Your story, you can't share your story if you choose, but you're fabricating whole stories, lying on people, you know what I mean, to garner sympathy. No, it's not okay. That'll never be okay.
And
That'll
then
never be okay.
and then flipping it and saying that we're the ones bullying her and we're scared of her.
Yeah. And that we keep mentioning her, and she walked away silently, and we're obsessed, and we're all the things, when you can go back on our channels and see we hadn't spoken about Koli. And even when we had fallen out with Koli, there's many instances of us sticking up for her, and saying that a lot of the videos that were done on her we felt were excessive.
Yep. I'm still gonna be me even when I severely dislike someone. So
Yeah, I have to be. I've done it with many people. I may not like you, but somebody uses your children against you, somebody uses your DV where they put you in physical harm. Like, how can I not say that that's dead ass wrong and dangerous? It's craziness. But not only to say that we didn't do that, but we did the opposite. We laughed at your DV and then we said it never happened. Like, what?
Sorry if you hear that. Exactly.
Then to say, oh, it was my feelings. Feelings are not facts. Koli, that's what we're saying to you. That's what we're saying to you. You're stating these things as a fact, and you can't hide behind those or how you felt. How do you have feelings about an event that never took place, though? Like, my brain is that emoji exploding. Like, how do you make
She
the
has
connection?
more feelings about a fictional scenario in her head than she does on the actual fuck shit that she's done to people, where she feels absolutely nothing.
Right.
It is so mind-boggling.
It is. And she refuses. And then she keeps saying how I take accountability. When do you guys do it? What? First of all, take accountability for what? Do you know how many times I've said I'm sorry on my channel? That I put my foot in my mouth and I tasted my foot, which tasted really disgusting? Many times. But she refuses to apologize. And she would have nipped this in the butt had she said, I'm sorry. This didn't happen. Or I'm even giving her an out to say she misunderstood a situation. I'm even giving her that out. But she refuses to do that. And then instead, when JJ went into her live, she's going to try to gaslight the shit out of us and stuff flowers up our ass. I love you and selfie. That's not what you
Yeah, what
said
the fuck
yesterday.
was that? Yeah,
That's
guys, she went
weird.
live and I don't even, did I show that? I don't even think I showed that one. She went live and JJ hopped in there, and right when Koli apparently can't read chat, but she sees JJ's in there
Mm-hmm.
and won't read any of JJ's comments, but just instantly goes to, now JJ, I love you, JJ. I love you and Cindy. Like, what the fuck?
How? When you just said the other day that we laughed at your DV.
And that we said that you lied about it.
Yes, and that we said that it never happened and all this stuff. And then she lumped us in with Tira. Like, the way she said it makes it sound like we were down with it being outed in the first place when we most certainly weren't. And that's the danger of just regurgitating shit altogether without saying names, because then you make people speculate that, okay, they must all be in collusion together, and that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. You know what I mean? Like, no, we were furious that Tira did that. We were furious that Sarah Jean even told Tira, knowing that Tira and Koli can't stand each other. It was grimy to use something as dangerous as that she's going through as a gotcha moment to somebody that's her enemy on YouTube.
And even, like I said earlier, Wildflower, after what Koli said about her in that clip, still came out.
Yes,
And
she
not
did.
just defended her, went on someone's panel with
Yes.
Tira to
Yes.
confront her about it. That's how upset Wildflower was about it.
Yep.
Because she knows how dangerous that is.
Yep. And
But
we were all worried
we were
privately
all
about her.
laughing. Yes, but we were all, according to Koli, in a members only live that doesn't exist, laughing and kikiing with recaps with Bobby.
Exactly. All
Okay.
because she fell out with you because she wanted to unmod me and JJ for whatever fucking reason she had, because she probably saw us in a chat of somebody she didn't like, and you were just collateral damage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And Mama, you're right. At the end of the day, those she's accusing of laughing at something as serious as a DV is not in their character. Exactly. Character assassination is a trait of narcissism and part of the DARVO profile. And I will admit, until I saw this video yesterday, I don't know that I've ever heard of DARVO. Like, it sounds familiar, but I definitely didn't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby, I think this was his last video. I think it's from
Yeah.
11 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good, guys.
I
I'm gonna
had heard
put
of
it in
DARVO.
1.5.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I also dropped Mama's channel in the chat. She said she's done some shorts on DARVO.
Okay.
I'm gonna look
Awesome.
at those after this.
I have to make sure my notifications are on, because I know I'm subscribed to her channel. I just have to make sure I'm getting notifications.
Well, Cassie, as you can see, that's part of the DARVO profile. She can only be the victim. She
Yes,
always
that's
has
the
to be
whole
the ultimate
victim.
victim. It's the
That's the
same.
whole
You know
victim
what?
mentality.
I've talked about DARVO without knowing I was talking about DARVO,
You did.
because
You
this is
did.
exactly Terry Lynn's motto too. It's like the
Mm-hmm.
same patterns they follow.
But Bliss, you don't remember when we did a whole victimhood
Oh yeah, we
live
did
on my
2
channel? We talked
parts.
about it. Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
The victim mentality part 2, that's when Bobby came into the live.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Ironic as fuck.
Mhm.
Holy shit.
Isn't that crazy, y'all? That was victim mentality part 2.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm sorry. That is funny.
All right. Let's get this started. I have it in 1.5 speed. If it's too fast for anyone, just let me know.
The internet don't know about. Y'all don't know. We were like.
I know it comes small on the phone. DARVO refers to reaction perpetrators of wrongdoing, particularly may display in response to being held accountable for their behavior. DARVO stands for deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender.
We were tight, and the fact that I just had to do that, I can't even believe it.
Hi, I'm Bobby. I am a robot cat. I have discussed Koli, whom operates the channel as seen by a subscriber quite a lot on this channel, and as if she could not get any worse, she most certainly did. I shall give you a bit of context before the production begins. In a recent stream, one of Koli's longtime viewers, whom goes by the name of Rebrand, recently commented her upset over Koli's poor behavior on another channel. Due to this apparent betrayal, Koli proceeds to gaslight the fuck out of the subscriber, even going as far as bashing the woman's Marine veteran status. This is so shocking, and so self-explanatory. I need little commentary. So, I have created this production for you all. Without further ado, I present to you DARVO in real time.
Okay, so look, I'm kind of upset. I'm kind of hurt. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of confused. I mean, there's a lot of things. Okay, now, here's the problem I have. Okay, we have a person around here who we would consider an ace. Her name is Rebrand, and we adore her here. And we thought that she adored us too. I'm not sure what happened, but I do know that she did. I'm not fucking with you, baby. I'm not fucking with you. No. This is not a fuck with you at all. No, this is a asking you. Did we do something that you're mad at us? Because you haven't been here and we're wondering. We have an absolutely zero interest in fucking with you. We want to fuck with you in a good way. Like you're an.
Oh man, I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. I was trying to pause it. And I
So
definitely pressed the wrong
bashing
button.
her isn't fucking with her, in her opinion, right? Because you're bashing her out of left field instead of DMing her, right? Because if you love her so much, I know you had the ability to DM Rebrand and let her know that you had an issue with her. Instead, you blindside her, do a live on her, and she had the balls to come in and say, "Oh, this is what we're doing," and you're gaslighting the shit out of her. Oh, we're just worried. We were wondering where you are, when right before that you said you saw her in another chat talking shit. So you know she's around. Like, this is the mental gymnastics that she's infamous for, and it's messed up. You're calling out a subscriber. Subscribers don't have to support us. You know what I mean? If somebody that supported me no longer supports me, you will never see me calling them out for not supporting me. That's fucking weird. I'm keeping track of you. My friends better tell me that they saw you in another chat and you're not in my chat. Let me go back and see the last time you were in my chat because I have ownership of you. That's another entitled thing that Koli does a lot, and it's unacceptable.
Yeah, and Rebrand was a staunch supporter. And guess what Rebrand did, you guys? They went to a channel that Koli does not approve of. Does that sound familiar? Because
All too
I've
familiar.
known of Rebrand, like we've seen each other around for a long time, and they keep it 100 wherever they're at. You're gonna know their thoughts no matter where they are. We've even had a couple back and forth, like a little, got a little hot and reply comments to each other. Like they're gonna tell you, and I respect that. So, but watch how much she flips here. It is so, the gaslighting and manipulation is off the fucking charts. That's Rebrand. They came in and said, "You gonna fuck with me tonight?"
You're
They
not
are gonna
showing
confront
anything,
you.
Bliss.
Oh shit!
I was
I
like,
took
what
it
the
off so
hell?
I could get back to the screen. All right, hold on. My bad. Well, I'm glad I stopped to say something. Now, hold on. Rebrand comes into the chat. Like they're gonna confront it head on every single time. All right, right there. It's like on a delay. I can't stand it. And it keeps going to the wrong video. Because everything's acting slow as shit because I have a million windows open. I gotta close some windows, y'all.
It's okay.
My
You
bad.
got this, mama. Don't worry about it.
Oh, here. It stayed at the spot, though. There we go. Okay.
Okay, so look, I'm kind of upset. I'm kind of hurt. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of confused. I mean, there's a lot of things. Okay, now, here's the problem I have. Okay, we have a person around here who we would consider an ace. Her name is Rebrand, and we adore her here. And we thought that she adored us too. I'm not sure what happened, but I do know that she did. I'm not fucking with you, baby. I'm not fucking with you. No. This is not a fuck with you at all. No, this is a asking you. Did we do something that you're mad at us? Because you haven't been here and we're wondering. We have an absolutely zero interest in fucking with you. We want to fuck with you in a good way. Like you're an ace. Like, no, this is not a fuck with you, babes. We look at you as part of the fam. No, you stopped coming. You stopped coming around and started going over there to Marissa. That's all. But we want you here.
Took the wrench. Sound familiar? Yes, JJ, it does give cult leader vibes. It's very... And wait, there's about to be a whole flip. Just wait. And then there's going to be a flip back.
So wait, she took her wrench by accident like she took yours, right?
I don't know. She just said, because Rebrand, I guess, noticed. I want to say our wrenches got taken at the same time or around. I don't know. I don't remember ever seeing this live. I wasn't there for this. So I don't know if I was still cool with Koli then or not.
I think Rebrand was right after you. I think it was
Maybe.
right after you.
Mhm.
If I remember the timeline correctly, I think Rebrand was in the next cluster of people to get ousted.
Yeah, maybe because I've never seen this and I went to most of her live. So
We want you here, but no, this is in no way to do anything other than to try to understand why it is, Rebrand, that you're not around. We don't understand. Did we do something? And if you don't want to be around, that's fine.
okay. Well, Cassie, if you were there for as a mod in this live, then yeah, Cindy's right. It was right after I left.
You don't have to be.
Yeah, I'm
But the
telling you,
problem
it was the
is
next
that
cluster.
we really care about you, and we're not
Mhm.
understanding. Okay? But the only reason your wrench was gone was because you stopped coming around. I should have emailed you. Maybe I should have emailed you, yes. The only reason this is not
to call you out or fuck with you. Well, I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. Happy belated birthday. Mine is November 18th, so we are very similar. Apparently, we're very more similar than you think. And I've said stuff like
Damn, and it was her
she
birthday
fucking fought for
too.
our fucking country
Yikes.
to be able to be in chats like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I apologize for not acknowledging that yesterday. I'm so sorry. But now I'm not telling. Okay, here's the thing. People keep coming and policing my chats. Okay, so why is it weird if I find it to be a bit odd that a person that I find to be close to my heart is in places that are doing nothing but harming one another? No, she doesn't need to apologize. No, she does not. Sarah fucked with me for a very, very long time. Marie Brand, you don't know the fucking history with that. That I cannot have. No. Anybody with that mentality to me is somebody who definitely does not understand the backstory. No, absolutely not. No. I can't have no.
Liz,
If you
could
get
you
down with
pause it
that,
for
if you
1
think
second?
that, then
I was
I
about
bow out
to.
with my channel.
I'm trying.
I'm serious. You
I'm
can
so
leave.
sorry.
I'm leaving.
This damn laptop touchpad is not my
Hey, I'm so
jam. I need a
sorry,
mouse.
Mama. I won't interrupt again, but it's
No,
so
I want you
crazy.
to. You're fine. You're fine.
She's trying to force feed her to see situations the way she sees it. Because Rebrand was in a chat, I guess Sarah's chat or something. That's what I'm surmising from this.
And not
And
another housewife, I think. She said Marissa, I
oh,
believe,
okay,
a little
sorry, I
earlier.
couldn't hear too well.
It's probably both.
Yeah, but because she was in that chat, she's saying she's force feeding her. You do not know the backstory. There's no way you would be in that chat if you knew the backstory. That is so problematic in itself. You're trying to program someone to thinking the way you think they should think. Because she has a brain of her own and can go wherever she wants. The last time I checked, we still live in a free country. She's trying to force feed her stuff. And this is another pattern of Koli's, that if you're in a chat, she'll call you out. If she sees you in her chat or something where she gets the inclination to call you out, she's going to say, they don't know the full story. They're harming each other. Okay, everybody's perspectives are different. Everybody's boundaries are different. And you may not know why they're there. They may be there to get full context. Everyone should get full context for themselves. Don't ever allow yourself to be force fed something. I had that happen with Sophie. Where people were telling me what she said and interpreting her words for me.
Yep.
And I made a big mistake, and I will never do that again. I will go listen for myself because my interpretation may be very different than theirs. And I think that this is really, really gross. If that's like the word I'm gonna use right now, gross that she's trying to force feed Rebrand to seeing it from her way and defending her no matter what. You don't know the full story. I was the one that was wronged. These people are terrible people. I'm a good person. You shouldn't be there because if you knew full context, like playing these mind games, like you're not stupid, so you must not know full context. You know what I mean? It's so condescending in a weird cult kind of way. It's fucking weird, man.
It's creepy. It's really, and the music is perfect for it. Good job,
The
Bobby.
music is
Again,
perfect.
you guys,
Yes.
please go to Bobby's channel and subscribe and watch these videos. And Popcorn is going to come up because this stream had something to do with her. So everyone, welcome
Okay, cool.
Popcorn.
Hey,
Come on, laptop. There she is. Hey, girl.
okay.
Hey, sweetie.
I just got went into comfort for a minute there. So this actually had to do with me and Marissa. So I came to Koli's chat. I had never heard of Koli. I don't remember if it was Cassie or Jugs said, "Hey, let's all go over and watch this." We watched. We were sitting there, and this was while we were in the heat of going back and forth with Shitty and what's her face, Sarah, and all of those people, right? And while I was sitting there, Marissa started arguing with me in chat, and I was like, I'm not going to argue back and forth with you. I'm in somebody's chat, and I'm going to be respectful. I know you're friends with Marissa, and it's not dragging anything up in that way. But she was like, well, I don't care where I am, I'm going to call you out. And I was like, well, you could do what you want, but I'm not going to engage with you because I'm in somebody's chat, and that's not, I'm respectful to where I am, who I am, whether, I know you or not. So she kept, going back and forth, and she was telling Koli, how horrible I was. I'm the Antichrist, all the things. And then she saw Cassie and she started on Cassie, and it just led to other things. So Roddy had made a comment about Sarah. I don't remember what the exact comment was, but Roddy said something off the cuff like, um, if it's the Sarah that we've been looking up, it's not, she doesn't have kids or something like that. And that got Marissa started, and she started dragging Roddy and, doing all the things with Roddy's store. And then I guess Rebrand had said to Roddy, you need to apologize to Sarah to like basically get Marissa off of your back. And Roddy said, I'm not going to apologize. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything that anybody else isn't doing, which is questioning what she's saying. And Koli booted Rebrand over that because she said that Rebrand had no right to question Roddy on why she was looking her up. But Koli was the one who said that they do these background checks. That's how that all came about, and it got plopped on Roddy. Roddy did never say, I do background checks on people. Koli was the one who said, we do background checks for our podcast. This way we know, what we're covering, all the things. And Roddy took the brunt for that.
I
Roddy
remember
fit
that.
into that stick. That's how that started. From my understanding, and again, going on based on memory, I guess Rebrand had sent an email and said, what the heck is going on? You should just apologize and get out of it or whatever. And Koli unmodded her. And then Nessa, I believe was her name, and Artist Creek and another person said, what the F are you doing? Like, we've been here since the beginning. And these people, meaning me, Jugs, and Cassie, like we were the Antichrist trio. Now you're letting them take your channel down, all the things, and said, you know what? We don't want no part of you. And that's when she started mass blocking people. And then it became us. If you listen to her now, she gave up all the people that loved her for me, Cassie, and Jugs. Okay. Cassie, Jugs, and Michelle, and all the people, all the women in Roadhogs community were having not a go back, but a conversation with Koli and Roddy over something. Was not in it, can't speak on it, don't want to speak on it. Somehow, some way, Koli said, I can't read the chat, I'm driving. And she kept sending voice messages. Then they called her out for it and said, that's not what happened. You were doing this. And she kept putting Roddy in the middle of it and making Roddy answer the thing, saying, well, Koli can't do it, she's driving. Koli, but you can take the time to do a voice note while you're driving. And that was their problem. And then I guess there was some things that was said about Koli using the S card. And, again, I don't know the whole story. Jugs is better to go with on that one. So the ladies called her out for it. I made a video and said, I don't know what the hell is going on. This is like when your parents fight, because I liked everybody over there. I personally didn't have a problem at the time with Koli. Like, I was out of it for a little bit and then suddenly became a part of it again. And then she's like, well, I'm so disappointed in you, Popcorn. Whoa, pump your brakes, bro. I wasn't even there. I don't know what the F you're talking about. I said, so don't drag me into it. I tried to get Jugs to make peace because it was getting really, really out of hand, like really out of hand. And Jugs agreed to speak to Roddy and Koli, but Koli wouldn't do it and wouldn't let Roddy do it. Because if Koli didn't do it, Roddy can't do it.
Yep.
Because that's how it works. Koli's got all the power. She's the only one who can make decisions. And I wanted them to just stop because Roddy was getting visibly and clearly upset about it. Roddy, unfortunately, was stuck between a rock and a hard place. She is friends with Koli, but she also was friends with these ladies. You know what I'm saying? There was a whole, you know yourself. I didn't even stop my Instagram. Somebody did it for me because I don't do it. I don't know nothing about it. And half the time, if you're messaging me, you're not going to get answered because I don't even carry the phone around with me. It's a play phone my granddaughter plays with. So I don't even look at it. And they were going back and forth and they were, having all the conversations and stuff. And then she tried to blame me for it. And I was like, you better back that shit up. You better back that train up, put it back in the station, let the people off, because I'm going to derail your train. You're going to go right off the tracks like Amtrak. It's not going to happen. I have no problem. Then, she was telling Roddy things that I was not even saying. She is a consummate liar. She has honed her skills She is the epitome of the definition of DARVO. They should
She
literally
really
put her
she really
picture in the
is.
fucking book next to it.
She really and Mama, you're right. It's awful to do that to your friend, letting them take the heat for something they didn't do. And that's when I started backing away from watching anything Koli related because I always felt the need to make, a comment in the comment section. And then Koli would come on and do something crazy on a live or something easy for everyone to pick at. And then I'd be in someone's comment section taking up for her. And then she would disappear for weeks and leave me to fight all the
Holding
little
the bag.
battles going on.
Well,
And yes,
What
JJ.
pissed me off was with the Roddy issue, like with Marissa, and I know you're friends with Marissa. Again, no shade to Marissa. Last year was last year, today's today.
And I don't like what she did to Roddy. She knows I don't
Oh,
agree
I'm sure
with what
you
she tried to
guys,
do to
you don't
Roddy's
have to
store.
agree with her. You can still be friends. You can still be all the things. So I went after her and Dean and that for Roddy because Koli was basically letting it happen instead of Koli saying, "Hey, I said that, not Roddy. That was me. I'm the one that said that," so that Marissa would stop disparaging Roddy's store. So that's how that whole thing between me and Marissa started. That wasn't even 100% due to Sarah. That was actually because I was defending Roddy because it was pissing me off that
Mhm.
Koli was like leaving her out like a pinata
yeah.
in the wind for everybody to take a whack at. And then Koli would come in and be like, "My bestie, here's her chat, here's her link," and just basically keep doing it.
Mhm.
And then, when Roddy mentally, literally could not handle anymore, she made her feel bad. And then she's like, "Roddy, I'll hire you a lawyer. We'll do all the things." How did that work out? How? Not.
It didn't.
I wanted to say real quick, and from what I could gather, it's the whole thing, and I'm sorry to Jugs and all you guys. The whole thing started because she wanted you guys to take a stance in the Jenny Lee and me situation that I didn't want anybody to get involved in. I said what I needed to say. I did my video, but she wanted everybody to again, and it wasn't. She tried to pretend that it was in defense of me, but it wasn't. It was to deflect from her own bad behavior
Correct.
with the Jenny
Yeah.
Lee, whole thing, and then she wanted them to then get on me and Jenny Lee when it was none of her business. And I'm glad that they stayed out of it. You know what I mean?
You know
I
what's
did make a
funny with
video
that,
about
real
it.
quick? Her and Jenny had just squashed their shit like right before that. And Jenny was going to her Koli's lives again. And then when all that stuff happened, she wanted people to then redirect all the attention to Jenny and what Jenny did to take the attention off of herself.
Well, Koli definitely. First of all, you like my camel. First of all, Koli, I remember being in Mad Nutter's comment section, and Roddy was like, "Hey, because like I used to be friends with Sarah Jean, and that was like right after, like they had I came in like right between the fighting between them two. Still don't know the full extent to this day." But it was like, and then like when she kind of after the thing with the video, whatever, and she kind of just vanished or whatever. So Roddy was like, "Hey, I know you're not a fan of Koli," which I didn't say I wasn't. I just didn't know her. She's like, "But hey, come, Koli's having a live tonight. Come and get to know her, yada yada." So that's what we did. So did Cassie and a few others. Well, it was like with Rebrand, Artist Creek, and Nessa, they're the ones being rude to us, and we tried to like not say anything mean because like Nessa would get cocky over the dumbest shit. Like she was upset because I didn't keep up with Selena Gomez information. It was like, bruh, like
That was funny. I'm not gonna lie.
that was like, she's like, "How dare you?" I'm like, and she was serious too. So then when all that shit happened, when she let those people go or whatever, so they come about the chat. It was a few of us in a group chat, and Roddy was like, "I'm gonna get Koli," because like you have to go through Roddy with everything. There was times where she'd be like, "Koli really does need y'all. She's gonna be on live at that, let's say like at 10 o'clock or our time, here in Louisiana, 10 o'clock. Okay, I'll be up." And then come 1 o'clock, I'm like, "Look, Roddy, I'm going to bed." Wait, she's coming. Okay, I stay up another hour and a half. It's like 2:30. No Koli. She goes, "Okay, wait." She's putting on her makeup. and they come 3 a.m. Well, she's going to bed because she had a seizure. I'm like, well, or so it's like, so
I love
yeah, it was crazy. So then when she's like, I'm like, when all that shit went down, we wanted to talk about it. So Cody was like, Roddy's like, I'm gonna get her in chat. She said she'll talk to y'all. So while we were in chat, we had already started chatting with Roddy, and like we were already like saying things. So when she came in, she'd be able to read how we felt, how we didn't like how she was portraying this stuff that wasn't true. And me, I have screenshots that I was putting in there saying, look, you said this, but here's the truth. So when she finally decided to make a 5-second appearance, she said a voice note. She said that the reason why she's not going to read chat is because she's afraid that she'll read something, she'll pop off. And she doesn't want to do that because she really loves us and cares about us. And she basically let Roddy to just get the brunt end of it, because to be honest, yes, a few of us were going at Roddy, in all honesty, because in in a way, especially in my mind, which I apologize to her or whatever. But it's like it was like that's the only person that was close enough to Koli that was taking up for Koli, making excuses for Koli. So it's like, well, okay, you're gonna get the brunt of it too. So it's like she got the brunt end of Koli, and Koli just left her in there, not defend her or anything. And then when we did that live with Roadhog and we showed the chats, it was like a 3-hour live, and we showed the whole entire chat, all screenshots and everything, to prove everything she was saying was a complete lie. But keep in mind, we did warn them and be like, hey, y'all better tell the truth or we're going to prove y'all wrong. But they continued to lie. So that's when we did the live. And then after, I guess, the next day or so, when she had decided to finally watch the live, she had the nerve to comment in the comment section on Roadhog saying, how dare you let those ladies talk to me like that? And then she messaged Roadhog to tattle on Michelle, because Michelle had said something or attacked her about something, and she emailed Roadhog to tattle on. Oh, it was crazy. But yeah,
I remember all that. I remember all that. And yeah, she's having this you guys are having this back and forth
yeah,
with Roddy because Koli's too much of a pussy, but all the while Koli is putting out these like cryptic fucking shorts about the mods and dissing y'all. But she can't come in.
Well,
so she doesn't want to come in because something's gonna make her pop off that she sees in the group chat, but she wants to go and make public shorts and streams
yeah.
about it and rag on y'all. That's
Well,
Koli in a nutshell. She's a fucking coward.
well, put it this way. I got a message early this morning and was like, Jugs, I want you to be honest with me. I'm like, what's that? She said, did you ever drive to Shreveport to report Koli for stalking and harassing? I said, first of all, I don't drive. Okay, I don't drive. And when we got further into it, she said, well, she said you were wearing camouflage. You drove to Shreveport. You were wearing camouflage. You had a tablet, and you went to her detective brother
Homicide, mind you.
and said that you were stalking and harassing her. Oh no, she was stalking and harassing you, and that because you reported her, that you had a possibility you would go to jail. I busted out loud. I said, first of all, I don't even own any camo clothing. I might live in the country, but camouflage is not my thing. The only camo thing I own, I have a camo leash and harness for Jasper. And honestly, that was bought for him as a Christmas gift. It's like, I don't own anything camo.
That's just so specific. Like she is
Yeah.
the big like how I don't know. I've
Does it all
never
the
been a
time.
liar. Even through my worst, even through addiction, I've always been a horrible
JJ.
liar. So I don't understand how she thinks of like these scenarios in her head. It's just
It's
it
the
blows my
vague.
mind.
Okay, listen, all of you right now, all of you need to stop lying on her. She did not say that happened. She had a feeling
No, Lord. Well, I have
that
a
Jugs is
feeling
wearing
she's a bit.
camo hiding in the bushes. Y'all ain't gonna sit up here and lie on her now, right? Stop it right now.
Remember, facts are not attacks. Per Koli, facts are not attacks.
I'm trying to think if she's talking about like a notebook tablet or like a tablet, like an electronic tablet, because
with Koli, who the hell knows? She could have said you had a personal secretary with a dictation machine. Who the hell?
Oh Lord.
She's a couple of sandwiches short for the picnic that nobody's packed for.
She's an empty Happy Meal box.
You know, and I don't miss, and I'm not gonna lie, one, I don't miss sitting there for hours waiting for her. Two, I have a real job. So when she says us bitches got nothing to do, bitch, I'm sitting at work right now and break talking. So fuck you, Koli. Okay, twice. Three, you're slurping on nerd ropes. I have PTSD. I don't know if anybody else is victimized by that.
I can't watch people eat. I can't.
Yeah.
It was the slurping. Like she would sit there and literally slurp it up like a piece of spaghetti.
Oh my God.
I can't. And then the freaking gummies, pick which one you're gonna do. Okay.
Catherine.
She does the vape of weed. She eats the weed. I don't, I don't care what any.
Well, I can't speak to that. I do all the weed.
No, let me tell you guys, my mom, right? May she rest in peace. No, me either. My mom had one tooth, like a little beaver, right? Before she passed away. And she would want to eat peanuts. And she would gnaw the peanuts with that one little tooth. I was like, lady, what are you doing? So that gives me those kind of vibes. Like you see people gumming shit to death. My mom used to gum. She used to want to eat steak, having no teeth. I'm like, what are you? I'm going to gum it to death. Like, lady.
Shit, though, like grind it into powder and let her lick it up.
Make a smoothie, a steak smoothie. Ew.
It was just crazy.
You're all good, popcorn. All good. Jugs, you haven't seen any of these videos either that I'm showing, right?
I've seen a few like off and on, like not the whole thing, but it's like, you know, when you kind of like experience like this, like, you know, what you're hearing, it's like, yeah, I should have known, like, you know, I mean, she was just it was crazy. And to explain the jacket thing real quick, because I know I put it in chat. What was it? A few nights ago, she came on live and she had like a black jacket on with no shirt underneath, and she had it zipped, like, you know how women have their chest bone between their breasts, and it was just at the end of her chest bone. And like when she would turn sideways, you could see the side of her breast. And then when she'd be front ways, you could see, like, you know, not her nips, but like, you know, the top of her breast and like almost to her nips. And she was like, I mean, the minors were in the chat and everything, and people were telling her to zip up. And I don't know. Her husband was okay with it. And
people were telling her to zip up too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I mean, I understand showing cleavage, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with showing cleavage, but if you know you have minors in your chat, you know what I mean? Like, it's just layer after layer.
Mm-hmm.
Did she delete this live?
I'm pretty sure, like, it's anything that would incriminate her. She, even though, like, you know, I say with my full chest, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one. All right, let's finish this Bobby Darvo video.
All right,
Jugs, you can stay up if you want, or you can hop back and chat, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna hop back down. All right, thank y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, my Jugsy.
Well, it's just it's so much. It's so convoluted. I just hope, Koli, this can all end. I have the link pinned. You are more than welcome to click it. I mean, past relevant behavior shows that you will not, but it is there for you if you would like to. And if you want to come on and admit to the lies, and this can all end. But we will continue.
Anybody who comes over here telling me that I or fucking Roddy need to apologize to Sarah's odd can suck the dick I don't have, bro. Real talk. And I feel real weird about the fact that I just had to ban somebody I deeply fucking care about. This shit has gotten so bad that people that I genuinely care for, I have to ban from my own channel. Nobody understands. Me, Roddy, Vanessa, the one you see Nessa is always here. Artist Creek and Rebrand, okay? We have a different type of relationship. The internet don't know about. Y'all don't know. Isn't that what you fought for, Rebrand? Isn't that why you fought for our country? Because you believed in the Constitution? So you think so Roddy needs to apologize for the First Amendment? That's it? She didn't go to Sarah's channel and harass her. No, she didn't. She made comments under Popcorn's fucking channel. And she's allowed to do so. I can't even believe.
You are disgusting, Koli. You
Yeah,
are
that's disgusting.
using their service as a way to weaponize and go at them. How fucking gross are
Yeah,
you?
there's freedom
Rebrand,
of
thank you for your service.
yeah, there's freedom of speech. There isn't freedom of consequences. Okay? Just because you can say something doesn't mean you should. And for her to like backhandedly throw her service that you fought for the Constitution, she knows what she's doing. That is the most manipulative thing I've heard in a long time. Again, gross, fucking gross. Nobody gets, so in her own defense, right, with her own thinking, everyone that's ever spoken about Koli, we have freedom of speech. We have freedom of speech. So we can say anything we want. No, that's not how the real world works. You can say what you want, but there are consequences.
Just that she would use that at all in a way to go at Rebrand is so
I
fucking
know.
disgusting. How dare you put her service to just that?
That's crazy.
Fucking disgusting. Yes. Everyone thank Rebrand for their service. I'm telling you, Rebrand's good people. I don't always agree with them. We definitely don't always agree, but they're going to keep it 100.
And also, being a vet doesn't absolve you either. I want to say that as well. It
No.
doesn't absolve you of criticism because you're a vet, right? There's not like a vet shield. And I can say that because my brother served 2 tours of duty, and I still call his ass out if he says some stupid shit. So that is another thing, right? We're not saying that if you're a vet, you have this power of
Immunity.
being absolved of everything, but to utilize that when she didn't say anything to get banned in her chat. Honestly, she was defending herself. She banned her and then said, I had to ban somebody that I care for. It's all manipulation. You didn't have to ban her. She wasn't cursing you out. You know what I mean? Like, it was so minor. She was defending herself. You're talking about her. And you didn't give her the fucking opportunity to even defend herself in the chat when you're talking about her. I didn't block Koli when we were talking about her and she came in my chat. I didn't block Lindsay when I was talking about Lindsay and she came in my chat. To me, that's cowardly. You're talking about somebody. You're not even giving them the opportunity to defend themselves in your chat.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm affording Koli that opportunity right now. She's not going to take it though. And if I try to pop into her live again, we all know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, she
Keep an
blocked
eye
you
out
in
though. There may
2.2.
be a time that I pop in again. Well, pretend block because my comments were still show. I still don't understand.
Oh, that's true. I
No
think
one
she
will ever be
timed
able
you
to
out. I
explain
think you
that
were
to me.
timed
But
out. That's what I think
as
happened.
okay, yeah, maybe you're right. Okay.
Yeah, you were probably timed out because then you couldn't chat. But you were still visible and your comments didn't disappear because you were just timed out.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I don't know why I didn't even think of that.
Apologize to Sarah for what? For what? For doing what to her? Nothing. I really can't believe I had to do that just now. I'm just shocked I have to do this, y'all. I can't even believe I just had to fucking ban a fucking person that I love. Like, genuinely. I genuinely love Rebrand. So over all this stupid shit, I just had to ban my friend. Listen to me. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now so it'll be very clear. If you agree that I or Roddy Mom are in some way at fault or deserve anything that's happening to us, okay, or we need to apologize to Sarah's Odd, please unsubscribe right now. That's what Rebrand, that's how you feel? You really feel this way? You really feel this way? You have gotten around people who have fucking filled your head full of bullshit, Rebrand. You had
Sorry, it's so glitchy, y'all. I really don't know why it's doing that all of a sudden, but there's my girl Sunshine State of Mind. That I guess she was still around then. I think she left soon after
She left
this,
soon
if I'm
after
not
too.
mistaken. I'm not great.
When Koli lied on her. When
Okay.
Koli lied on her and Koli didn't give her an apology. Yeah. She did the same thing to Sunshine State of Mind that she's done to all of us. You know? Yep. And
And if that's what Rebrand said, if Rebrand said that she felt like she was just a body for Koli, then that I don't think that's talking shit, first of all. I think that's something Koli should read and take into consideration why people feel that way, but she can't because she has no
self-awareness. Right.
self-awareness.
had a real fucking family over here, and you know that. Do you not remember the long talks after hours, for hours and hours until 5 o'clock in the morning on fucking Vanessa's channel? Do you not remember that? Did you forget all that? Or were we just bodies to you? Because that's the way it's feeling right now. Wow. You'll see. Just like everybody else sees it finally. Finally, people wake up. And finally, people see. No, baby. Nobody looks at you as a body over here. That's how they see you over there. You understand? Over here, you're not just some fucking person. Over there, you're just another motherfucker who hates Koli. That's all they care about. They give a fuck about you. They give a fuck that you join their team to hate Koli. That's all it is. It's not a, we love Rebrand, we want Rebrand herself here. No, it's not about you, the individual. It is about you not liking you. One more person in their little army. Over here, you're valued. We respect you. We hear your opinion. I listen to your opinion. Matter of fact, I've made decisions based around your opinion. So I don't want to hear any of that. You are very much valued over here. Very much. And apparently we weren't valuable to you. Because you're the one saying that we weren't close. Well, I mean, other than being able to
she
touch
was
your
so
motherfucking
valued
face,
that one time in the chat she was discarded. That's how valued she was.
So I don't know if this hurts anybody else. Maybe everybody else don't give a fuck, but I care. This shit hurts. It hurts.
I don't think this laptop can handle much more of Koli. Like, it is just giving out on me. The video's glitching. I can barely move my mouse. Like, it is screaming, no, no, no.
It's like
you see how
just,
she flipped
it's
that?
It's repeat. Everything just all you have to do is add new names. Bliss, like seriously.
That's what Mama said. Yep.
She does this with everyone. It's the same. I love you. I can't believe you've done this to me. I genuinely loved you. And it's just add another name that she's falling out with, and it's the same shit, man. It's the same shit, but she still won't internalize that she may be the problem.
Yeah, I mean, if she hasn't come to that yet, she never will. I mean, again, I don't know why I'm trying other than to save our names and just to repeatedly say that we did not do the things that she's accusing us of, and then just showing her patterns of behavior for y'all to see. Because, you know, a couple people are saying, you know, I like Bliss's channel, but she talks about people that we don't know about. So I'm going to show y'all what Koli is all about.
Yeah.
And this is it right here. She flipped that so quick. What Rebrand said in another comment section or wherever about feeling like she was a body for Koli took that, flipped it, said that that's how Rebrand feels about all of them.
Yes.
And remember, Koli said, like, she said something when she was talking about all of us, like how I'm delusional for thinking I know her and like we were so close.
Yep.
And she just did the same thing to Rebrand.
Yep.
She flips it. Like,
she does flip it.
You and Rebrand weren't close, but you're pretending like you were. Me and you,
Now,
I thought were decently close, and you pretended like we weren't. Like, you cannot tell the truth for the fucking life of you. It's so
it fits her
frustrating.
narrative now. It fits her narrative now. Bliss doesn't know me. Why she's acting like she knows me? When she made you feel like you knew her, you talked to her all the time. She would tell you intimate things about her life, so you felt like you knew her. And then, as a slap in the face, she wants to act like, oh, Bliss doesn't know me, so that she's trying to lessen your opinion on her. You know, undermine your opinion on her, so that anyone that comes across your channel and listens to you, it'll come across, and she fails miserably. She fails miserably because you're showing her words. You actually show back to back Koli versus Koli. This is what Koli said, then this is what Koli said. 1 year later or 10 minutes later, like it doesn't matter. 1 minute later, she changes. Sometimes in the same sentence, she contradicts herself. It's insane
Yeah.
to me.
I'm going to show those shorts after this is done. I was going to play another
Yeah.
video of when her and the bestie Mandy fell out, but let's see where Koli wants to take this after this live, and that's something
Yeah.
we can save for another time.
We can
But if
revisit
you
that. Yeah.
guys haven't seen the Koli versus Koli, especially Broken Justice, I'll play them for you. But this is almost done.
Brand, you know I'm not a bad person. You know I'm not. You participated in all the odd one. You participated in all that shit. So are you going to say you're sorry to Sarah too? Because everything that we've all said about Sarah, you have said it too. And if you don't believe me, I'll go in and do a little compilation of all the comments you ever made about Sarah and show you how you are being a hypocrite, unless you're out here and apologizing to Sarah. And if you are, I can't believe you were in the FBI because that's some bitch made shit. I'm sorry. I mean, wow. Or did you just hide your badge like that because you really weren't in the feds? Were you in the feds, Rebrand? Because now that you're acting this way, now I'm starting to be suspicious of everything you ever told me. Like, were you really a fed? Did you really go undercover with Joe Exotic? Did you really? Or was that a lie too? I'm sorry, Rebrand. I don't know what else to do. I love you, but I could not have somebody who is telling who I've also I know the other emails you sent to Roddy, and they're not good. If you don't want to be here because of Rebrand not being here, that's unfortunate because I love you to death and you know that. So that's up to you.
Wow. Cindy dropped. She may be back. She is the ultimate gaslighter. Like, it is it's so mind-boggling. I've just never seen anyone like this. Wow. Cindy, I don't know if your phone died or something happened. I'm just going to show these shorts for everyone who hasn't seen them, mainly for Broken Justice, if she's still here. If my laptop wants to cooperate, which it doesn't. Come on, laptop. I really need a mouse, y'all. This touchpad just, I ain't feeling it. What did Mama say? Even if Ray Brand said anything, it is possible for people to grow and change their minds. I was one of those people. I made very few comments on the whole Sarah's Odd situation, and I'm glad. But the couple comments that I may have made, I don't think I made many at all, but I would probably have a different opinion now. Come on, laptop. I just wish I knew how to scroll down without having to use the down key. So, you guys remember the live that I went into that Koli, timed me out from? Let's share. Because Koli said, I came in and said, oh, JJ, I have 1 million. Thank you. That's really nice. I have a bunch of mouses. I still don't know how to say that in my basement. I can certainly find one. It's just remembering to find one. All right, let's start with this one. So this is going to show I came into her live. I said, thank God y'all two didn't move in right next to each other, because she was obviously speaking about Roddy here, but not saying her name yet. And then Koli wants to pretend like she's not talking about Roddy. It's okay, Cindy. We're about to be done. So here is Koli versus Koli number 1. Come on, laptop. Look, it really wants nothing to do with Koli anymore. Look, I click it and nothing's coming up. No more Koli. Jersey Wi-Fi disrespectful.
Actions speak louder than words. Roddy's actions have proven to me that she's not a loyal friend like she said she was. She's not.
Thank goodness you two didn't move in
Oh, you think I'm talking about her? No, I'm not talking about her. Bliss. Can I ask you a question?
Oh, man. Come on, laptop. Well, there's my Halloween short, y'all. Yeah, this thing just does not want to behave.
Actions speak
It's
louder
the
than words.
universe,
Riley's
y'all.
actions have proven to me that she's not a loyal friend like she said she was. She's not.
One more time for the one time.
Thank goodness you two didn't move. And oh, you think I'm talking about her? No, I'm not talking about her.
Yes, you are.
Bliss. Can I ask you a question?
No, ma'am. You may not. You can come in here right now and click the link.
The next day.
Actions speak louder than words. Riley's actions have proven to me that she's not a loyal friend like she said she was. She's not. She can't be. How can you be a loyal friend to me, knowing what the fuck I went through, knowing CPS was calling me through I don't know who, and she's still hanging out with people who she's telling me she hates? Literally. Like, and if nobody believes me, well, I got text messages. So, I mean, I don't know. You tell me. She's literally over there. Like, yay, I'm going to hang out with the very people I tell my supposed best friend I hate. You know, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
You say you take accountability, Koli. I expect an apology.
Actions speak louder than words.
Is
Riley's
my
actions have proven to me that
apology.
she's not a loyal friend like she said she was.
Where is my apology, y'all? It got lost in translation, apparently. Apparently so. Because I was right the whole time, and she tried to front. That's who you think I'm talking about? Yeah, bitch. Because it was who you were fucking talking about. All right, this one is especially for Broken, because this is how she speaks to minors. So, Broken Justice, I hope you're still listening. If my laptop wants to cooperate. Come on.
And hey, Raptor, you a lot. And you made me scared last time I was live because you were like, I'm gonna hunt by. I've never had you come like that. So I thought you were mad at me. No, there's just a lot of people who are really going next level on me. And I'm not going on. I don't know. And then my only best friend called me. Like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't get it. She won't talk to me. I've talked to her husband. I don't know. She won't talk to me. And I don't know what I've done. I don't know. I mean, other than help, I've never done anything. Never. Now, have I gone times without talking? But I did text.
Following day.
Ron, no. Fucking with kids, I got a problem. No. I have 3 children, and I promise you, 1 iota of a hair touched on my kid's head, I will hurt. You know what I mean?
Is that okay? Like, does any, because we're all adults in the chat, minors aren't allowed in on my channel, okay? Even my kids, they know they're only allowed to watch my animal shorts. They know which ones they're allowed to watch. Do any of the adults, because we're all adults again, find that okay? Unloading on a teenager like that, grown-ass fucking woman? You like the slapping sound effects? Yeah. I typically don't cover curse words in shorts, but it was like F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb, and it just seemed a little excessive even to me. And I'm all about an F-bomb. All right, I think we got 2 more. Koli versus Koli, number 3.
I didn't say I was going to report her for stealing money. No, I said that I would send her shit back, send me my money back, and if she doesn't send it back, I'll report it as stolen. That's what I said. But any money I sent you on a card, I want it fucking back, Roddy, right now. I'm dead serious. I'll report the shit as stolen. I'm not playing. I'm not. So, have a nice day. Have a nice life. I'll never be here again. Love y'all, mean it.
And hey,
I didn't.
Koli versus Koli, y'all. So what, I think I have 5 altogether. And trust me, there'll be more. Just keep an eye. I know not everyone gets notifications for shorts. Leave those. It's not it's so ridiculous. That's why I'm making a joke of it all. It's not fucking funny though.
You have that one friend that you're going to have some type of soul connection with. You know what I mean? And that's what I think I have with Roddy. And I truly, 10,000, 10 toes down, believe that me and Roddy will eventually be fine again. But right now, what's happening is people are making up lies about what occurred.
What lies? What lies, Koli? I want to hear about these lies. Come tell me. Come tell me, girl.
Fuck Roddy. I'm never talking to her again. I don't care. She can kiss my ass. I'm dead ass serious. Like anything that has to do with her, I'm taking it off my channel. I took her links off my channel. I'm not talking to her ever fucking again. Roddy is the type of friend. And
Yeah, laptop is like, no, we done, girl. Let's see if we can get this last one, and then I'm going to sign off, y'all. Mama, she has the mental age of like a 13-year-old girl. Yes.
like how I was sitting there watching them actively laugh at me because I was being drugged. And they were laughing so hard, it was making them barely be able to speak. And if I told you who they were, you'd be shocked. You would be shocked. Because there's some people who love these people dearly.
1 year later.
Like, and then people will say, okay, I'll say I feel a certain way, and then they'll go to their channel and say, Koli said for a fact this is what happened. No, bitch. Koli said she felt a certain way. You know? Like, feelings aren't facts. Feelings are feelings. Unless I'm missing something here. And I was pretty educated, traveled the world my whole life. Not done by any means or any stretch of the imagination. Okay. So just because I feel some way doesn't mean it's a fact. That's why I call it a feeling. You know? That's how that works, trolls. You have that one friend.
Isn't that amazing, you guys? How someone can make up such a very specific, full of detail, outlandish fucking lie? And then you literally go a year later and she's saying something different. Or you literally go the day before when she was saying something different. Or I flip it and I fast forward to the next day and she's saying something different. That's how much she lies and how easy you make this content, Koli. And people are loving the Koliverse, Koli, so keep it up, girl. Unless you want to click the link and come apologize and own up to your lies. No. No. I didn't think so. So who exactly is the coward again? Who's scared? Because it certainly ain't me. If any of you have a community tab and want to share this live, and make sure you tag Miss Koli Cole, and it's not going to be at as seen by a subscriber. It is going to be at Koli Vibes. That is her at. So make sure y'all share. Show her we're not scared. We're here, and we are wanting to hear from her. Koli, I will see you at the next live, because I don't need to be subscribed to you to have people message me whenever you go live, girl. Thank you, guys. Shout out to Recaps with Bobby. Please go to his channel. It is in my description. I dropped it in chat a few times. And shout out to the guy with the funny short. I'm also going to be linking his channel. And thank you guys for having a walk down memory lane with Recaps with Bobby. Have a good day, everyone.